Yay, we're live. It's
That might be periodically lagging out.
Yeah, you're good, Jesse. So it's been a fucking year. YouTube sent me an email to let me know I've survived a year of YouTubing.
Woohoo! Oh, that's cool. Right? Happy anniversary, Chef.
Yeah, so I thought I'd do a 1 year stream, kind of be like one of the cool kids.
Well, since you're a chef, Jesse and I'd make you a cake, but it's not going to come nearly as good as what you could do. But congratulations.
I know, right? It's all good, though. Thank you, guys.
No. Luckily, she's not highly critical, though.
No,
right?
I'm not.
It uses the marijuana butter in the brownie.
See, it's like people always do, like, oh, yeah. Like a lot of people do, like every 100 subscribers or every 1,000 subscribers later on, they do a stream about it. And I'm like, if I hit a certain amount, they're just going to go down the next day. Cause it goes in it. Like, it goes like that until it goes up,
Yep.
Exactly. I was like, I was going to do one of, like, 1K eventually, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I hit a year. I was like, YouTube sent me an email. And I was like, wow. I was like, it's been a year already. I was like, shit. Time fucking flies.
Yeah, it does.
How's your watch hours going? Good?
My watch hours are good. I just need the sub count and then monetization right after that. That's the thing. That's the key.
Yeah, me too. I hear you. Exactly. Subs take a long time on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're like certain actors or actresses, just say, hey, this is my name, and you go, boom.
Mm-hmm. Because we know they've got that 5 billion hour watch.
Yeah, but how many of those people like subscribed and unsubscribed for a wall?
That's true. True that.
Yeah, but what about you guys? I subscribed to that one, and then the next day I unsubscribed just for a wall.
Well,
I did.
You got blocked, though, remember? They blocked your ass.
Yeah, and then she uploaded a gaming video of her playing, what the fuck, Animal Crossing. And so I commented, I was like, we should play Call of Duty on PS4, Bree, sometime. And it's like, it got like a heart from her. I was like, really? I was like, you want to play Call of Duty? Let's do it.
Right.
We're not going to be on the same team, though.
Oh, wow. So apparently, let's see. Okay. So what do we got here? Because I don't usually check my stuff. So I just clicked on it and I've got a no.
I can't hear you.
That's funny. That is funny. Good old YouTube. YouTube. Video has been removed for violating YouTube policy on violence or graphic content.
These towns in Connecticut, man, getting Wi-Fi is shit.
Ah. So that stream we did with Goku got blocked, and it says for video, and the only videos that I put on there was the little clips with the Joker about, never touch another man's rhubarb.
Yeah.
That's funny. They're calling that graphic violence.
What? That's graphic violence?
Yeah, apparently.
Shit. That's fucking graphic violence. Get the fuck out of here. That's graphic violence.
I don't remember playing anything else. I mean, like I did like the 2 Joker things, and that was it.
Yeah. Whatever. YouTube's, I don't know.
But I mean, they took the video down. It's like, they're like, oh, it's down. I'm like, really? Wow. So of course I get to appeal it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm still appealing my shit.
Mm-hmm. So it's 19 seconds. No, wait. Okay. Oh, apparently the whole stream. Oh, the whole stream was graphic violence. Must have been because Doku was talking about that lady that got shot in the head.
Yeah. Well, okay. That I can see then.
Yeah, but it's not like we showed freaking videos. We just talked about that it's not right.
No. I still don't want it. That still sucks that it got taken down. It's like, really? Seriously? Whatever. Jesus. It's like you can't even have your own opinion anymore. Uh-oh, we lost Jesse.
That's all right. It happens.
He'll come back. I think he might be at his store or whatever he was at.
I know he said that the Wi-Fi, or not the Wi-Fi, but the data area kind of sucks.
Yeah. I don't get why you would fucking take down a fucking year. Like, seriously. Oh. Let me see. Oh, let me see if I got him back. He might be coming. There he is.
Yeah, lagged out.
It happens.
Yeah, there's a lot of mountains in Connecticut. Try getting middle there.
There's a lot of mountains in Arizona, but you got to drive like hours to get to them.
Right.
Speaking of, I got to go up Mount Lemon in about a week and a half to go look at the property. See what we can come up
That's
with.
very exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious to see what it looks like.
It's a hell of a big move, but you do this young, you'll be sitting pretty when you're older.
Exactly.
It's all about how many balls you have.
You know, it's like my parents said, like my dad pretty much said, he's like, you're going to start off young. He's like, by the time you're like 50, he's like, you could fucking retire.
Right.
It's like, I don't retire at 50.
That's
Exactly.
the beautiful thing.
Exactly. I look at my bank account going, well, I could retire, but I don't want to. Let's keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey. Yeah. So fingers crossed, everything looks okay, and we can come up with something.
Right.
Plus, you can make business accounts for all the social medias for it.
Oh yeah. Because my buddy and I, we kind of want to put in the restaurant like a little streaming area. So if I wanted to go live in the restaurant, I could, and we could like stream it on the TV and shit. In the restaurant, like. But that's a game plan.
Oh, I take it back. That was not. That's funny. That wasn't the video that we all did. That was the video that I added the Boondock Saint stuff or the Boondock stuff to.
Hey,
that's funny.
Boondock Saints is a shit.
Well, it was the Boondocks cartoon with Uncle Ruckus. So it was Uncle Ruckus. That's what they're having a piss fit about. It was the re-upload that I re-uploaded. That's funny. Oh, that's funny.
I still can't believe YouTube let me keep going for a year. Jesus.
I mean, they can shut my shit down all they want. I got 5 channels. Go for it, fuckers. I dare you. It's not going to do you any good.
I mean, especially after like the shit that I've pretty much I've started to say, because I wasn't going to go political on my channel. I made a promise, but it got to the point where it's like, you know what? Fuck it. I can't. It's just shit needed to be said. It needs to be said. It's still going on. It's fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm. Well, at the end of the day, they forced us to go political. We didn't want to go political. We had no, we had nothing to do with it. We were talking about movies and having fun, and they forced us into this shit.
Yeah, it's like I didn't want to talk about riots. I didn't want to talk about Black Lives Matter. I didn't want to talk about any of this shit. But they make it so they shove it down your throat to the point where you have to talk about it, and it's like, damn it.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what's going on. It's like, oh, don't talk about the beer bug, but we can get told lies from the news, right and left news all the time. Okay, sure, but we can't have an opinion on it. I can't ask a question like, oh, how is it the fact that all these people were supposedly infected, yet we still don't have the virus in a vial in somebody's blood where you could break it down? Little weird to me. After 2 weeks, it was supposed to be to narrow the curve, and here we are 6 months later.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's like here in my state, I think school starts beginning August 12th, and they still don't have a fucking game plan.
Because I don't think they're gonna. I think what it is they're just telling people, all right, don't worry, we're going to have your kids go back to school. Although they've already proven they don't need the schools. The schools have been proven they're not needed because, 21st century, you can do all this shit on a computer.
Yeah, and that's what my sister's doing with my nephew because she does not feel comfortable because He's going into what grade? Let me think. Second, and his second grade teacher's pretty much like what? She's in her 50s, and she's already paranoid. Going, I don't want to be a part. I'd rather do this virtual. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's the
so
thing,
she's doing. So he's gonna do the virtual schooling, which I don't care. He's excited because he gets to stay in his PJs all day and.
Well, I see more homeschooling being done because of this. So they slit their own throat.
Plus, you can monitor what they're teaching them.
Well, yeah, that's the other issue is, when you go from the time frame that I went to school in the 90s, what we learned did fuck all for you in the real world. But I come from that generation where you work. That's what you did. It's like, well, school's pointless because I'm a laborer. I'm going to have to work my whole life. And then pray to God that I can do something right so that my kids don't have to, which they didn't. They were able to go to college and all that shit. But at the end of the day, the shit that I learned, I mean, my kids were learning more stuff by the time they were in third grade than I did at a 12th grade level, and I'm like, okay. And that's within 10 years. So it's like, wow. And then the way that the education systems turn to unteach things and rewrite history and, 3 genders and all this other bullshit that doesn't matter, that has nothing to do with, the workforce, and it's, oh, my feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Your feelings cannot build a bridge. Your feelings can't even pump a tank of fucking gas. So bite me on your feelings. Grow some balls, Quit being so sensitive. We all want to have fun at the end of the day. That's what it's about, having fun. But, you can't even do that on our platform that was made for us. Instead, we're invaded by movie stars because they're not making movies anymore. A little messed up.
Yeah. I remember an episode of King of the Hill where they were telling Bobby and Joseph about how you should stay in school to get a better job. And then they had this, working class guy go in. And they got to go out to a job site. And they were like, that's why they keep us in school, to not let us know how awesome working is. He was like, you just stand around, talk all day, and then they give you money.
Right, yeah.
It's like, yep, road crew.
Well, I mean, dude, I dropped out of high school and got my GED only because it was getting to that point where if you didn't have a GED, that was the big thing. You had to have at least a GED to get a job. But before that, I worked for Kodak. I made like $25, $30 an hour to work on machinery without a GED. I mean, you didn't need a GED. You went in, they taught you what you needed to learn. You could take classes and whatnot, but basically they taught you what you needed to learn. Pre-digital camera, of course. I remember when the digital stuff came out, and I'm like, this is going to end up killing, photography, which it did. At the end of the day, it did. All the labs pretty much shut down. You don't have labs anymore. And yeah, for storage, that's great till all of a sudden, whatever you've got the file on it corrupts or is no good anymore. But
I miss good old fashioned photography, man.
I mean, back in the day, we had the Polaroids, but
because you actually knew how to fix the machine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Had to run, to run everything, man. It was a job. It's when we produced things and we made things, but we don't make things. We're just consumers now. Buy. Buy shit you don't need with money you ain't got to give the banks more interest of your money because they don't need it. So, yeah, it's just a never-ending cycle. They say those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it, but we're repeating history, they're rewriting history, and we're the bad guys. Well, I'll be your bad guy. I'm here, Huckleberry. Let's party. I don't give a fuck.
That should be a watch party.
Yeah.
That should be a fucking watch party right there. Just watch the Tombstone.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day,
I just think that they're adding more and more rules in everyday life that I don't like.
Oh, yeah.
Unnecessary.
Gotta wear a mask everywhere you fucking go. I don't care.
Well, that's the whole thing about the mask. Okay, simply put, if you're wearing a mask and it's protecting you, then why do I need to wear a mask? If social distancing is working and masks are working, then why is it that we're in the situation that we're in? And they basically have told so many lies that people are like, that's it, we're done. We're done with your bullshit. We're done with your masks, Like I said, here for the longest time.
Well, I have to wear a mask to protect you from me, even though I'm healthy as a horse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Well, but where's all the water?
I'm going to live forever, motherfuckers. Fuck all y'all.
Right? Where's all the Walking Dead? The numbers that we got from China were bullshit. Like, I mean, big surprise, China lied. We're used to that.
Well, I just think that, dude, it could have been a badass thing as it went across Europe and everything. It got to Italy, it kind of hit a crescendo. Then after that, it just kind of started dropping off gradually because it started changing.
Yep.
So now, we kind of just, it's a cold. Fuck it. Stop being bitch.
Well, at the end of the day, dude, think about look at other places versus us. We've been over-vaccinated our whole lives. I'm not saying that helped, but maybe it did. Or maybe the fact that the model they ran this off of was bullshit to begin with. We take China's numbers and information, we put it in our big super-duper computer that knows all, and it says do this, 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 and this. We did this, 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 and this, and then it was, well, now we've got more cases. Well, you had people out protesting. A, what'd you think was going to happen? They weren't social distancing or wearing masks. 2, nobody was really dropping dead from this shit to begin with in the numbers that we were expecting.
That's just the thing, though. I can't open anything now without them telling me to go get tested.
Yeah.
And the amount of money they want for the testing is crazy. If you don't have insurance and you go to the hospital, it's $150. If you don't have insurance and you go here, $100. And yet the tests are worthless. They tell you nothing. Oh, you have antibodies.
Yeah, that's just the thing, though. It's like if I open my GPS, it's telling me the first thing I see is about COVID. Go get tested for COVID. I see an ad on YouTube. It's go get tested for COVID. I see anything. It's go get tested for COVID. Everybody ramming it down everybody's throats. Go get tested for COVID so that we can say there's more cases. Why? Because it's already fucking benign and everybody's going to have it in their system.
Yep.
Well, asymptomatic. I mean, when they said that, it was just like, y'all are stupid. I'm done. I'm done with your bullshit.
Yeah, and people don't understand what that means or how it works. That means spread that shit now.
Yep. Exactly. But, at the end of the day, our masters are telling us what to do, and unfortunately, we're stuck listening. So at the end of the day, that's how it is. If you don't listen, you get fined. You get to jail.
Thanks for caring.
Yep.
Yep.
Harry Kyle.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna get my fat ass running down the street because I just jacked somebody in the face. I ain't going back to my car after that. What do you think I am, a noob? I'll get my car later. I'm calling Uber.
I need an Uber.
Just like another thing of GTA.
I need somebody who drives it like he stole it.
Right? That's me every day. In my car, I drive like I stole some bitch.
Why? Oh, I don't know.
And it's funny because every cop will look at me, and then it's like I have my windows down. And they go, "Oh, person of color, we're not gonna fuck with you." It's like, thank you.
Yes.
Hey, use it while you can. Use it before you lose it.
I'm using the fuck out of it. Let me tell you.
I don't blame you. I would too.
So how much has my Wi-Fi been cutting out on that trip?
It's not too bad.
Now I'm more back towards.
You'll freeze a bit, but we can still hear you, and then it catches back up, so it's nothing bad. I mean,
that's cool.
That was way worse. That Perth internet.
I'm wondering if I do this, if it'll be less for it to process.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, it doesn't have my picture.
Jesse's a nipple.
I'm a white nipple.
Yes.
He's a white nipple.
Edit audio avatar plus photo library. Jesus Christ.
Right? It's like, and then you gotta look through and like, fuck, I pick one.
You know how many pictures I got in this guy?
Right?
Hell yeah.
That was me this morning trying to figure out, I was like, what picture do I want today? I'm like,
And Brent Utini. Oops, I didn't have the chat button clicked. He messaged a bit back. I'm glad he was able to make the show, at least in the chat.
Oh, right on. Heck yeah. Hello, everybody in the chat. I haven't forgotten about you all. It's been, like I said, it's been a fucking year. Crazy ass year.
Hell yeah, it has been.
But, okay, so this morning, I usually listen to, on YouTube, this sport podcast, now that, ESPN and Fox Sports are pretty much null and void right now.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying. Okay, so the NFL Commission and the NFL Players Association, they're trying to come up with, because right now the rookies are supposed to arrive, I think, next week and start training camp, and then the following week it'll be the injured plus, I can't remember who else, and then everybody else shows up the week after that for training camp. So they're trying to figure out how they're going to do the testing. So it's like players will be tested every day. And then it's like every 3 days you'll get a result. So it's like, okay, so what if at that, I don't know, incubation period, one of the players gets it?
Yeah.
They don't even have a solution or a protocol for it. Whereas the NBA, they have the whole bubble where they're pretty much in this bubble. But you got players, crossing that line to go get Uber or like Grubhub or some shit or a prostitute. I mean, we're like, what, 2 weeks away from like the NBA starting again. You got players testing positive left and right. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, you would think at that point you would have everybody tested before you got them together, then you could retest them. But if it's going to take 3 days, look at what's going to happen within that 3-day time frame. And like I said, at the end of the day, when you've got fruit testing positive, for fuck's sake, how good is that test? It's bullshit. You're not testing for the disease. You're testing for antibodies. So, again, if you got a UTI or you had a flu shot or just a common cold, you're going to test positive. So, at the end of the day, it's really not doing anything. It's not helping. So, everybody wants sports back, but the issues in Australia, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, bite me, computer.
Yeah, because they just started spring training for the MLB. They had a few games on last night. I didn't catch any of them because they didn't pertain to me. Because my Giants play tonight. They play the Athletics, so we'll see about that. It's going to be fucking weird watching it with no fans, but whatever. Oh, shoot. Is everybody having internet troubles? I know Jesse's probably in the mountains. But anyways, so the big important thing is college football, I've pretty much determined it's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. With colleges and all that shit shutting down or doing their game plan, it's not going to happen. And then, oh, wait, there we go. Boom.
Technical difficulties, and I had to get the nipple in the middle.
Right? There we go. But like I was saying, college football, I don't think it's going to happen this year, which is sad, but I don't think it's going to happen with everything going around in universities and shit like that.
I don't see how any of our sports are going to happen, to be honest with you. I mean, you got UFC that's doing Fight Island. Okay, cool. That's kind of a cool idea.
That's actually pretty badass.
Yeah. And I mean, wrestling's been basically, they just don't have people in and they're doing their pay-per-views and shit, for sports entertainment. Okay, but I mean, it's the same thing with like the NBA. I don't know. If you've got tickets and you want to go, and you go yearly, it's not going to be the same as sitting and watching it on TV, especially with like nobody in the crowd making noise.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they got the MLS soccer and like, the Premier League and all that going on, which they pump the crowd noise into the stadiums, which is fine, which I'm kind of hoping. I don't know if the NBA is going to do the same thing to kind of give them that. But I know the NFL said if they don't have fans in the stands, that's going to be one thing for sure they would do for the players would be to pump like a bunch of crowd noise into their stadiums to kind of give the players, oh, there are people, but not really.
Well, you got to cover up when they're farting, man. I mean, at the end of the day, right. No one wants to hear you go, hut, oops.
And it's like, it's the cool thing with baseball is you could pay like $10 to have like a paper cutout of yourself.
Right.
Be put into the stands, just give them that extra. Oh, look, there are kind of, looks like people in the stands.
Only if you're able to give the middle finger or be mooning them, though. That would be great. Look, the fans mooning us.
Right. Right? Table tennis and shuffleboard. That's hey. I do a mean. I play a mean game of fucking ping pong.
The only thing that would be great about that background noise, though, is if they fucked up and they played like on Seinfeld or any of the TV series where the people are laughing. You know how they've got the laugh tracks, and like that's what came through instead of people cheering and booing, and it'd just be people laughing and clapping.
Right?
That'd be pretty. I'm sorry, that'd be pretty funny. Oops, wrong tape. Way to go, CBS.
It's gonna be interesting because it's like I know, because like the Blue Jays they pretty much got kicked out of Canada and they're stuck in Pittsburgh to play baseball. I feel bad. So it's like okay, you have that, and then hockey's supposed to come back, and it's like okay, how is this gonna happen? Because there's gonna be a fight. So what's gonna happen after a fight? You're gonna have to like be tested like on the ice.
Well, they'll have to play in a biosuit,
right?
I mean, that's the thing. Any of the contact sports, what are we going to have the NFL guys playing flag football? And I mean, granted, these athletes are used to training and practicing without crowds, so I don't think it would necessarily really affect the game as much. But when you're trying to give out, because they've all got their code words on what they're doing, so the other team doesn't know what they're doing, they're going to be able to hear you even more. So hence,
exactly. Yeah, and that's the one thing they're all trying to work out. They're like, well, we're going to have to come up with hand signals and hand gestures or whatever. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to change it up a little bit this season if we have a season.
Yeah.
Because it's like you got, who is it? Oakley and Nike, they're trying to come up with like masks to go inside the helmets. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, these guys have to breathe. I'm like, especially if you go to Denver and you're a mile high and how thin that air is and you want them to wear an additional mask.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention they're not going to get all the air they need in the first place. So, I don't know. It could be kind of comical.
Be a dead man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the hell? It's fucking crazy.
They attacked our entertainment. Now they're fucking with our sports. It's like, come on, what's next? They've already ruined basically everything.
Yeah. Like, my mom's pissed because right now, we should be watching the Olympics. I should be live streaming about the fucking Olympics right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, America should be kicking ass in gold medals as usual. No offense to the other countries and my other subs from other countries. But, that's how we do in the Summer Olympics. We hit the pool, we dominate. We do other shit.
Well, it's hard to
get a little upset we don't have the fucking Olympics. I really wanted to see, fucking Michael Phelps come back because he said he was coming back. And I'm like, fuck, okay, we're definitely going to get gold for sure.
We need something after Jenner, that's for sure.
No.
For fuck's sake, the man was a medal athlete, in the Olympics, somebody to look up to, and then being around them crazy Kardashian bitches, he decided to become one. So
hey, every motherfucker who meets a Kardashian goes crazy. Did you see Kanye West's first political rally last night?
You told me about it, and I was dying. I don't have cable, so no, I did not. But you told me about it. It was something I was going to look up later.
Dude, the shit went viral. He literally, if you didn't know, Kanye West, breaking news, running for president. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. He decided last night in his rally to say that Harriet Tubman did not free the slaves. She just sold them off to she just gave them off to white people to work for them. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
no. That's not history. Apparently he didn't pay attention in history. And apparently he didn't see that movie, Harriet, because goddamn. Jeez. Like, get the fuck, man. Like, the funny thing was hearing the crowd after he said it. Because you can hear the crowd go quiet and you can hear them all go, the fuck did he just say?
Yeah, exactly. Where they all turned on him. It's like, But I mean, you talked about this that one time where when you were wearing, the shirt you got from Jesse's store, And you're like, I'm not my people, just like I'm not the white people that had slaves. You're not the black people that were slaves. You know, it's like we are our own people. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Get your head out of your butt. You know, it's like, good God. But yeah, then they come off and say something that crazy. It's like, oh, it's at the end of the day, if the white people are so evil, then why is it the white people that ended segregation in the first fucking place? Wouldn't they have kept your ass segregated? Because it seems that that's, and I don't mean this at you, you know that. For anybody that's listening thinking that I'm asking this, I'm not. It's just, you know, would they not have just kept your asses segregated? Because it seems that's what these new people want, is to be segregated. And it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, y'all are stupid. I can't deal with this. You know, let's go back to where, you know, Chef, you and me are on the basketball court playing ball, having a good time, and it doesn't matter. We're just playing ball.
Exactly. No, I literally, I had to watch it like twice because I was like, did he really just say what I thought he just said? And then it replayed itself again, and I was like, holy shit, he really just said what I thought he just said. And then I tweeted, and I was like, I cannot wait for his kids when they get to this part in school, when they learn about Harriet Tubman, where they look at him and go, motherfucker, you're one dumb son of a bitch. I can't believe you're my dad.
Or is it going to be the water boy style? My daddy say, my daddy say, my daddy say.
Or it's going to be that where one of them raises their hand and go, well, my dad said that Harriet Tubman didn't do, and then the teacher's going to go, well, history says, and then the kid's going to go, well, my daddy says, well, who's your dad? Kanye West. Okay, I digress. Let me say, your daddy's a fucking liar.
Your daddy don't know shit.
For real, your daddy
that Kardashian too much. He's got Kardashian on the brain.
I can get educated, like, like Jesus, and it's like I felt so bad for him when he said that shit. Because then after that, he had to walk it back and go, "Oh shit, I'm losing people." And then he goes, and then he starts crying. And then like the next video somebody got, and he's like, I was almost aborted. My dad didn't want me, but my mom saved my life. And I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with you running for fucking president?
Backpedaling, baby. Backpedaling.
He starts crying. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, man, this is a cry for help.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're saying the coronavirus, like he's trying to say COVID is non-existent. It doesn't exist. It's just a myth. I'm like,
but see, we lived through this in the 80s with people saying that HIV didn't exist, and then look what happened. You know, right? I mean, there is stupidity, and we do know this, but we're getting to that point where we're 20 years, 30 years later, we're repeating the same stupid shit, just on whole new levels of stupidity. It's like I said, the world's gone full retard.
I mean, yeah, I grant, you know, HIV, you know, ran through the gay community in San Francisco. Yes. You know, oops, sorry. But yeah, without that, you know, it's like I had a friend try to say that Stonewall incident in New York never happened, and I was like, how can you say that never happened? That's right. Like saying the Holocaust never fucking happened. Which I do have a friend. I'm trying to get him on my channel because I really do want to have a debate with him about it, because he will like say to like he's red in the face that the Holocaust never happened. Like, I could sit there and make him watch Band of Brothers, a certain episode of Band of Brothers, and hit the concentration camp. You know which episode I'm talking about, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And he pretty much says, that's all fake. Like, I could show him Schindler's fucking List for crying out loud. And he'll say that movie is fake as fuck to, like, I'm just like, are you kidding?
Well, granted, the movie's fake, but it's based on a real event. I mean, we've got, you know, Brent Utini, the very knowledgeable Jawa that is in the chat, who knows a lot when it comes to history. And, you know, that's the thing. You cannot tell us it didn't happen. I mean, you can sit there with your soy latte and say, no, that didn't happen, but we know it happened. It was a fact. It wasn't something made up like Y2K. So, you know, Y2K was not real. The computers did not take over. They did not reset at zero. You know, none of that shit happened. That was a hoax.
So update. Jesse's phone. Oh, his internet. Well, the fucking network lagged out. So he'll be back as soon as he gets a better, stronger signal. Poor dude.
It happens. I mean, that's the only problem with data, or that's the only problem with stream yards on data. You know, it just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then half the time it just is like, yeah, you're here, but no, you're not.
Yeah. But, you know, what can you do? It's just Jesus. Yeah, so, I mean, we've got technically, so we have Donald Trump going for re-election. We have Touchy Joe.
Pedophile in chief. Yeah, pedophile in chief Joe. Yeah.
And then we've got Kanye, he don't know fucking history, West, running for fucking president.
Well, wanting to, but yeah. I mean, I mean, you can talk all this shit you want and say, oh, I'm going to run, but once they actually have to do the actual stuff you have to do, he's going to find out it's not so simple. It's not like, oh, I'm going to go run and I'm going to win, you know.
I would love to see Trump, you know, and Biden allow him to do one debate just to see what he would say, to see if he can hang with them.
Oh, they'd already crucify him just based off the statements he said.
That, and it'd be really good entertainment.
Oh, yeah. That would be, I mean, the one thing about Jez that I love about the guy is he loves Trump because of the crazy shit he says, but Trump has always been quirky. He's always been, it's not like, oh, he's president, so now he's weird and says quirky shit. I mean, the man has always said some crazy ass shit. But that's the one thing that's cool about it. But, you know, with Jez being from the UK, and he's like, hey, I love the shit your president says. This shit's great. And I'm like, it is funny. It's
funny, but you know what? It's honest and it's real. It's 100%.
Mm-hmm.
It's something, okay, so, and I get why a lot of people go, I don't like him for what he says. It's because I'm like, you're not used to having somebody in your face, keeping it 100, pretty much telling you, hey, I don't give a fuck what you think. This is my opinion, and if you don't like it, well, there's a fucking door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've never really had a president like that. I mean, yeah, Kennedy was kind of one of them, but, you know, he did it behind closed doors when he was looking at Jackie going, hey, I love you, but I'm going to bang out, like, you know, Marilyn Monroe in the, what was it, the Lincoln bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying? Or the movie theater, or, you know, like, I'm going to go watch a movie and go get some head from, like, some other, you know, whatever. You know, that's why, you know, I looked at Clinton and I was like, okay, Clinton was a badass because, you know, one, he was getting it while he was president underneath the table on a phone call with fucking Korea, because I did watch the Monica Lewinsky fucking documentary.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yeah, I was in the room that day. He was on the phone call with Korea, and I was like, where the fuck were you? And she, like, you can hear somebody go, well, where were you? She's like, I was under the desk giving him a blowjob. I was like, damn.
Hey, you got to give him props. He got a Jew to blow him. I mean, you know, they won't eat meat, but they love the bone.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you know, but that was the other thing, though. Go back to that era. You're looking at, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, you know, to all that taxpayer money being wasted to find out that she blew him. Really? So to me, that disqualified Hillary immediately, because look at all that taxpayer money that was wasted on whether or not he got head from Monica. I could give two shits less at that point. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. They all fuck around. They're all dirty little
that blue dress. And then that blue dress arrived, and then everybody's like, oh, there's evidence. It's like, okay, so she didn't clean up.
Right?
That's on her.
Right?
You know, she didn't get rid of the evidence, you dumb bitch. Like, if you're gonna fucking bang the press, cover your tracks.
Well, yeah, he should have. Yeah, it's like, you should have wore a condom. You should have done something a little different there, Bill. But at the end of the day, you know, that's nothing new. He done that with lots of different people. You know, later on, all that shit came out, and it's like,
well, like Linda Tripp, that weird ass bitch with a big nose or something like that.
Yeah, there's quite a few celebrities that old Bill had a thing with. So it's like,
I just remember watching Saturday Night Live and having like John Goodman and Molly Shannon fucking act that shit out every Saturday.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Laughing my fucking ass off, just like, oh my god, especially watching John Goodman as that fucking bitch. Just,
I love the skits they did of him running to McDonald's and getting cheeseburgers and shit. That was pretty funny. It was like, I can't remember who it was that played him though. It wasn't Goodman at the time. But I mean, we got good entertainment out of it. The shit going on today, we get no entertainment out of, because entertainment has just died basically.
There he is, Brian.
Brian.
What up, brother?
Oh, nothing much. Just cutting up some peppers so I can
Nice,
freeze
man.
them.
Cooking with Brian. Look at this shit.
Welcome to the All Chef Network. Today,
Right?
Chef Brian, the Observer.
Exactly. I was gonna say, you know what? Where's Brian? Let's put Brian. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Show us what you got, Brian.
Right now I'm just cutting up some peppers so I can freeze them because they don't last they don't last a while. Just let it sit there. Some people make the mistake of just throwing them in the fridge or leaving them out. If you don't use them after a few days, they just go bad. So what I like to do is when I get them, if I know I'm not going to use them, I like to cut them up, stick them in the freezer, and then pull them out when I'm ready to use them.
See, and there you go. Fun fact. There you go. That's how you do it, fellas and ladies.
Right. Brian educating people because
Right?
education is important.
See, we talk food on this channel as well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I always bombard you with pictures just because you're a chef. So it's like, here's my white trash hillbilly meal. Yeah, it's like, here you go.
Like, and then I gotta okay, let me show you what I made for breakfast. Hey, boom.
Yeah. So chef here does this nice fancy fucking. I'm like, all right, I'm making breakfast burritos, but it's hillbilly style. Let's get the white rice going. And of course, I mean, it's not because I didn't buy like minute rice or, I mean, I had to cook the rice and then add the salsa to it and all that. But it's just cooking. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna do this just because chef does it, and she shows her pretty stuff. Well, here's what mine looks like. It looks like awfulness, and then you mix it all together, and it's in a chicken pan, mind you. A chicken fryer is how I made those burritos. So 12 eggs, rice, salsa.
So what you want to do is you want to make sure you cut out that membrane and those seeds. You don't want to leave any of this junk right here.
Brian.
That's right. We want to clean it up.
Man.
What's that?
Shoot, man. We got to do a cooking stream, like all three of us, man.
Hell yeah. And I'll be nice. I'll even let you two actually cook. I'm just going to put shit on the smoker, drink beer, and sit outside and go, yep, well, while you all are doing real work, look what I get to do. Sit here and do nothing for 15 hours while this smokes.
Well, right now I'm making crock pot roast.
Nice.
Oh, shoot. Damn,
that's actually short ribs. And what I use is a packet of dried pesto mixes, like the seasoning for that. Right there at the bottom, when you want to cook in the crock pot, you always want to put the vegetables at the bottom. I got baby carrots and baby potatoes, and also some garlic and chopped onion as well. Whoopsie. There we go.
Hell yeah. That looked good, man.
Thank you.
I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to make for dinner tonight.
I mean, because right now it's like 2:30 p.m. Eastern, and I was like, no, I don't feel like, I'm just gonna let it sit there and cook it when I get hungry for supper's ready.
There you go.
That's the beauty of the crock pot, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking line. I love that or an Instapot
tool. Yeah. In fact, what I like doing with a crock pot is if I'm making let's say I'm making steak that evening. What I like doing is about this time of day, I take some, nice russet potatoes. I put it in there, with some salt and butter, just a thin layer of water at the bottom, and then let that cook at a low medium heat until I'm ready to start cooking steaks, which would be about 5, 6 o'clock, whatever. By the time I'm done cooking my steaks, the potatoes would taste just like baked potatoes, and that way I'm not putting it, in the oven, or I don't have to sit there and worry about cleaning the oven or do the stupid thing and putting it in the microwave where the potato turns out all green. So, because I like a baked potato. I don't like a nuked potato.
Right. See, now I've cheated where I will nuke it like halfway through, then put it on the grill just so that, it's not as you're speaking. Because it's still raw, you just kind of pre-cook it in the microwave for a few, and then throw that bitch on the grill and get it done the rest of the way. But yeah, normally though, I just put the potatoes on the grill first, and then steaks obviously go on later because it takes the steak a lot less time than a tater to bake on the grill.
Oh yeah. Well, depending on how you want your steak, because I do have family members who like that well done. Can't believe I said it. Yeah.
Just hand him a bag of jerky. Just hand him a bag of jerky.
Oh, I did one time with my cousin. She was like, "What is this?" I was like, "It's your well done steak." This is jerky. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you asked for. You asked for well done. This is
Well,
what
medium well, chef. You've seen my steaks. You saw the filet I cooked. It's still pink. You know, it's not bleeding, but it's medium well. You know,
still good. It's like that. God. Like that is the one rule I won't do in my restaurant. I won't do a well done steak in my restaurant when I own it. I will not do a well done steak.
Right. Well, then there's the issue though.
I'll have it caps. I'll have it highlighted with arrows. All that.
But some people don't know steak. You know, for an example, they don't know what well done, medium well done is. You know, when you say medium well, you know, and they say well done, and then you give them a hockey puck. It's like that's overcooked. That's not well done. That's overcooked.
Well, that and then it's like, so I won't do well done at all. It's like it's fucking no.
I don't even like burger patties well done.
Hell no.
No. I mean,
on a burger patty, I'll do a nice medium.
Medium's okay.
Yeah.
Between medium and medium rare is okay on that. If you're doing a rare burger, you're brave. But I've done it before, to be honest with you.
Same here.
But I like a rare steak, and I like between rare and medium rare. I don't mind it if it's a little bit purple.
Yeah, if it's a nice fillet, I'll do a blue rare. I'll do a nice little blue. Just real quick, just on the grill. Bam, bam.
There you go. Flame kissed.
Yep. Mm-hmm. If it's a New York strip, I'll do a nice medium rare with some garlic butter just melt some nice garlic butter over it.
Well, old school people would literally sit there with raw hamburger, sprinkle salt and pepper on it, and eat it. I mean, I've seen that shit, and it made my stomach turn. That's not how I like my burger.
My grandfather, rest in peace. That was his thing. That and he used to drink a mason jar of buttermilk with cornbread. Yeah, he was from the deep south. He was from the deep south. He was a southern boy.
Right, and I mean, I've had to make buttermilk with regular milk and vinegar and whatnot, and because I didn't have buttermilk. But yeah, that's just not what I'm really down. I kind of like my hamburgers cooked.
I tried buttermilk once. Well, that doesn't look like it's good. I tried buttermilk once, and just because I saw my grandmother, who's from Alabama, and I was like, "What is this?" So I just cut off the top of a yellow pepper.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
And you can see all the black spots in there on the inside. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
That's not a good pepper.
No.
Let's see. The red one was good. The yellow one was crap. Let's see if the orange one's any good.
Well done. Okay, so just another nerd likes a well done steak.
Well, he's from England.
He's from Ireland.
Oh, he's from Ireland? Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
so nerd, we also call him Voice, is from Ireland. Brent Utini is our British guy. He's from the UK. And then if Jezzer pops up, and then of course Cubs from Germany. It's all right, Brian. We'll give you a pass. We still love you, Brian. I will say that. Have you had purple peppers before, Brian?
No, but I've had eggplants.
So here's the reason I asked. Like, I can't eat red or green or yellow anymore or orange, but the purple are higher in the antioxidants, so it doesn't tear up my stomach as bad.
So, is there a purple bell pepper?
Yes.
I mean, I've heard of potatoes and all that.
Yeah, higher in the antioxidants, and so it doesn't give me wicked ass heartburn because there's not like stuffed peppers. We all love to eat, we all love to cook, but it got to the point where if I ate a stuffed pepper, It didn't matter if it was red, didn't matter if it was green, yellow, orange. I'd have heartburn for 3 days. No, I do not have acid reflux either. It just was too much. But we found the purple peppers, and when I found out they were higher in antioxidants, for whatever reason, that helped keep the acid down, so they're less acidy. Same flavor though, dude. There was no difference. Sometimes they almost are kind of white. So that was the nice thing as I got older to learn about, because I could still have peppers. I still can't do it all the time though.
Green peppers, I try not to consume green peppers after sunset. There's a few foods I don't eat after sunset because it won't bother me until like 2-3 a.m. I'll just wake up with like some really nasty like heartburn, just kind of why is it burning right here in your esophagus? And you just run to the bathroom, make sure that you don't lose it, but you don't. So I got to be careful with green peppers and a few other things. That's why in my old age, I try not. Pepperoni's the same way.
Mm-hmm.
In your old age, Brian, whatever.
So. I don't like the way the light's reflecting and making my goatee look gray, which it's not.
You're fine.
I have like 3 white hairs, man.
Really?
Yeah. You can't see it because I disguise it in my gel when I put gel in my hair. but I found them the other day.
Go on.
Getting older.
You found them the other day.
Yeah, I found them the other day.
After I got out of the shower, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I thought it was like, dog hair. Nope.
So I looked down. We'd had I don't know if it was, I think all of us were, on Twitter chatting back and forth in the fun group. And I was sitting there thinking about, and I've told this story on Jez's, so I'm going to tell it now. It's really nice to know just another nerd, Utini, all these people that I've met from around the world, including, you.
Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
1 second. Yeah, what's up?
I can't send this. I clicked to send this video.
It's Ginger.
I've sent it
Ginger.
twice now, and it's
Well,
not
you know how he
accepted.
got Ginger. It's because, he can cook.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll be back.
Yeah, bro. But even meeting Brian from Florida, you, Chef, and Frank and everybody else that I've met, it's kind of like, man, it's really kind of cool to be able to know people throughout different states, throughout the world. It's really cool. And I'm sitting there, just kind of reminiscing a bit. And I sit back and I look down and I'm like, son of a bitch, because I'm kind of hairy. And my fucking arm hairs are all turning white. And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. They used to be blonde. And it's like, oh, they're very gray now. The goatee's gone. The chest hair's, multiple colors of white and gray. So it's like, all right. The beard and the goatee. I mean, as you know, Chef, you've seen me with longer hair. You've seen me when I cut it short, you don't see it. But the more I let the goatee grow out, the gray comes through where it's like, oh. Yeah. And I used to have blonde and red. My goatee and beard was always kind of more I had the Irish that I am would bleed through. So I'd have little spots of red in there, along with the blonde and then the dark. But yeah, now it's all fucking gray. I'm like, well, yeah, getting older. It's like, ain't that a bitch? But it wasn't, like I said, I was sitting back just thinking about how blessed I was to have made all these new friends and people I can talk to across the world because I think it's cool. And, sitting there thinking about it, and I looked out and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, wow. And it's worse on the right arm than the left because the right one's the one that's been barbecued a couple times with the grill.
Right.
So it's like, oh, man. Wow. So, yeah, that shit had me dying.
I don't even have any hair on my arms because they've all been singed off. They've all been singed off throughout the years. So it's like I just have my tattoos. So it's like whatever. So it's like I go to get a tattoo on my arms and they go, oh, we don't need to shave you. It's like, no, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm already good to go. Just put the stencil on that bad boy and let's go. Let's go to work.
Hell yeah.
It's like my buddy's trying to get me to go back in because he wants to do more. And I'm like, I don't even know what I want.
Right. That's the problem. I got to figure out what I want first.
Yeah. He's like, you ready for another one? I was like, bro, I don't know what I want yet. And he's like, seriously? I was like, no. I was like, I have no idea what I want. And I was like, and I have no idea where I'm going to put it.
I mean, I could give you, and I don't know, how many tattoos or anything. We've never had that discussion, but just.
I totally have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5.
Okay. So, and I was just going to roll with it because you know me, that's just kind of what I do. But the first thought when you said you don't know what you want, it would have to be a tramp stamp with the Colts emblem on your ass crack.
You know, that's what my mom told me. She's like, you should go ahead and get a tramp stamp of like your team logo. And I was like, which one? I was like, the Colts or the Wildcats, you know, because I'm an Arizona Wildcat through and through. Even though our football team is shit, I still ride with them motherfuckers. I don't know why. But I drink more. That's why. Like, oh my God, every Saturday I think I'm shit-faced because I'm like, we're going to lose this game. I mean, last season we got lucky. I went to one game and I was gonna live stream it because we were playing Texas A&M, and I thought we were gonna get our asses kicked. So I literally got hammered before.
Oh yeah!
And we got to the game, and of course they sell alcohol at the game now, which I found out, and I was like, "What?" Called my mom because she works at the U of A. I was like, "You didn't tell me they're serving alcohol at the games," and she's like, "I didn't tell you for a reason." And I was like, "Well, I found out." Getting trashed. And we turned out we actually won that game. I was actually really excited. I actually cried. My buddy got me on film crying. I was like, we actually won. I was like, I actually went to a football game where I thought we were going to get our asses kicked, and we won. I mean, I had tears in my eyes.
Right?
It was one of the proud moments. And then we went the next week and got our asses handed to us. And I was like, there we are. There we are. Like, I thought it was a fluke.
So did you get as drunk the next week?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Okay, then it's not your fault. I was going to say, because if you would have said no, I'd be like, what's your fault? You didn't get as drunk.
No. I got extra trash because it was just mostly the coaching. It was fucking coaching that next game. I'm like, seriously. I could coach it, you know, and I keep saying it. It's like, I can coach better than that. At a college level, I can't do professional.
Right.
Because I'd have a heart attack my first year, my rookie year in the NFL. I would have a fucking heart attack.
What's that?
If I was a head coach. Like, I'm dead serious. I would literally probably have a heart attack because one, you have you're responsible for all those big names. It's like, and then it's like if one of them gets hurt, you're like, fuck. What do I do?
Right, hurt on your watch, no less.
Right, and it's like you got to call their wife, their mom, going, "I'm so sorry." Or I could be that one coach that's like, you fucking drop a ball, that's like 30 grand out of your pocket into my bank account. At the end of the game. It's like, and I will be keeping track, so which I probably make bank.
Right.
So maybe I should be an NFL.
Well, you can definitely do better than what some coaches have done.
No shit. I could probably I'm no Belichick. That's for damn sure. I'm like probably like I'm not Kyle Shanahan. I'm probably more like a Frank Wright, maybe. Because I do like trick plays. I do like calling a lot of trick plays when I play Madden. So I don't know. Because I know I'm none of these fucking black coaches they got rolling. Jesus.
Oh, come on. You don't want to be Tony Dungy?
You know what? Yeah, I like him. He was my favorite. Tony was my favorite. Tony was.
I had to go there because you said it when you said black.
I know. I know. Once I said that, I was
not
like,
being racist. You said it. I just had to bring the name up.
Yeah, because he man, fuck Tony Dungy. I still think he retired way too early, but whatever. I understand. You know, life happens, shit happens. But damn it. Like, he got us 2 Super Bowls, won 1, lost 1. I get it. I'm still a little bitter on that second fucking Super Bowl with the Saints. I give it to the Saints only because they had just survived Katrina and they were fucking rolling. I'm not going to lie. They were on fucking fire that year. They came out with a vengeance. I'm not going to lie. But it was that fucking halftime coming into the third quarter, onside kick at fucking Hank Baskin. I still remember that piece of shit. Fumbled the fucking football and gave it to the Saints. And right then and there, I was like, I just lost the Super Bowl. Not me personally, but the Colts lost the Super Bowl. And look what happened. We lost the fucking Super Bowl, and Drew Brees got a Super Bowl and MVP. Shit. All right, I'm done with the fucking rant right
No,
there.
I'm good. I was letting you go. Okay, doctor. Hello, doctor. Good evening, Dr. Bullshit Bullocks. We know you. You silly little UK man, you. Yeah, so I did share your stream stuff, so you will be invaded by Britain. You're welcome.
Heck yeah, British invasion.
I had to.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those. It's one of those fucking games where you look at it and you're like, "What was the turning point?" And it was like his name was Hank fucking Baskin. That was his name. All he had to do was just fall on the ball. But no, he decided he was gonna try to be a fucking hero
Mm-hmm.
and like try to catch it. It fucked up. Like, oh my god.
But Bullocks, what we're talking about, of course, would be the National Football League in America. Football, my friend.
Yeah. But, oh god, dude, it's that was the worst Super Bowl play ever. You know, worst Super Bowl play ever. All you gotta do is fall on the ball. That's all you gotta do. That's your fucking job. All you gotta do, fall on the ball. Every coach will tell you that when you see an onside kick happening. Fall on the ball. Don't be a hero. Like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll see if we can get back to the Super Bowl. I don't think it's going to happen this year.
Well, like we were saying, earlier, though, it'd be hard. We'll see if we even get sports. As nice as it would be, and just as much as these parents want their little, bugger-ass children to go back to school so they can fuck off and leave them alone, we're just going to have to wait and see, just like we've had to do this entire year. Wait and see what happens next, It would be nice. I don't see schools reopening. I just don't see how you can't even get people at Walmart to wear clothes, let alone pants, let alone deodorant or masks. How are you going to get students that don't listen to stay? I mean, how the fuck is that going to work? We can only have half the amount of students in the school in the first place because you couldn't have full class. So you're going to have smaller classrooms, with less people, one teacher with 5 kids. I don't get it.
I don't see how it's gonna happen. Like, we all just need to do the whole like Star Trek virtual shit where you just sit at a desk or sit at home at a desk and there's your teacher as a hologram or whatever. We just need to upgrade teachers to holograms, Fuck it.
At the end of the day, Obama had it right when he said something about free internet to everybody. Now look, if they did that, so everybody, which it would piss off all these companies, so they'd never do it. But if they forced it where, all right, everybody gets free internet, fuck off. Now your kids can, from home, do all their shit. There you go. Via a tablet, computer. All these fuckers have phones. Every last one of these fucking kids have a phone. And every one of them know how to do shit their parents don't know how to do. So don't tell me you could not do like we do right now where we're in here and there's your teacher. And if you got to ask a question, you can ask it either in the chat or live. Well, they fucking won't be live on camera because none of them want to, show their faces, but yeah,
of course not.
That would.
Yeah, I don't know. Kitty, like, this has been fucking 6 months. We're almost on 6 months. We're almost in August. We already know colleges are pretty much a hit or miss. It's like either you're gonna go back to either virtual or you can go in class. Or
going to lower, tuition.
In general, it's just all fucked up. They have no game plan yet. You got, our Department of Education, that crazy bitch, whatever her fucking name is, kids are going back to school regardless of anything. And it's like, what?
Yep. No matter what, they're going back. We want
no matter what. School. In August, these little fuckers are going back to school. I don't give a shit if they get COVID and bring it home and they give it to you and then you give it to your coworkers and then we got to shut down once again. I don't give a shit. They're going to school.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck, okay. It's like, I would hate to be a kid right now, growing up right now. It's like, I ain't doing shit.
This would have been the year to be a senior, though. Your last year of school and you're out there.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially when shit got shut down and you automatically get that diploma, you could just fuck off the whole.
Oh, yeah. It would be my dream.
Like that would have been awesome. I was like, I sat there thinking about it because I got a cousin who's a senior. He graduated. He's like, I passed with nothing but C's. He's like, I slacked off. I was like, he's like, when I found out I didn't have to go to school, my credits were what I was, and I was gonna get a diploma. Like, I said, fuck it, and I was like, I would have too.
Well, you know what's funny? You know what's funny is like I don't know if you guys have it, but here we have a grading system for our schools, and if a school doesn't do well, like overall, like if it just flat out sucks, they shut down the school. And
I
I'm
wish they
sitting there
would do that
thinking,
here.
I'm sitting there thinking, you know what? It would be a good experiment to say if you want to like, do social distance guidelines, you shouldn't have condemned those schools, and you could say half of you go here, half of you go here.
Yeah.
It'd be funny.
I really wish they would do that here because I mean, there's one particular school district here in our state that just it's horrible. They're the butt of every joke. They're the last ones to get funding. Their teachers are like well underpaid, very underpaid compared to like the other districts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's the one district that where kids are struggling where they don't have access to computers or internet, and it's like we just forked out like a couple million just so these kids in this district could have a tablet or a laptop so they can go to school
Like,
and free internet for their family that can afford it. Yeah,
here's an abacus. Yeah, have fun.
Pretty
Here's
much.
your computer.
Well, at the end of the day, look at how much schooling costs. Look at how much book fees, and then like when the kids were younger, it wasn't really that hard. Notebooks, couple folders, some pencils, some pens, that kind of shit. Then it got to the point where like we need Kleenexes and lotion and all this other shit. And I'm like, no, what the fuck is this, man? Long list of demands of if your kid's in school, you need to donate all of this. On top of, don't forget, you still got to pay every year for them to be in that, school that's full of nothing but, diseases and viruses, and everybody gets sick and head lice and fucking mono and everything else. And a shitty education.
If I was a kid, I'd be more afraid of head lice or hepatitis.
No shit.
right. That was my question here. You got lice? Oh, don't talk to me. Don't even come near me. Fuck. It's like now kids, if they go to school, it's like you got to wear a mask. It's like you got to wear a mask while you're in school all day. It's like that's gonna be irritating for a kid.
Did you see
It's
that?
like let alone they got to try to sit in the chair for however long and not squirm around. It's like now you're adding masks to this and then making sure that they use,
Like if I was a kid, I'd be a smart ass and I'd get a Trump mask,
for real.
like a rubber Halloween mask.
Yeah.
It's like it's a mask.
Right.
It's like, for Halloween. Is Halloween canceled? Better not be.
Better not be. Social distance Halloween. Oh gosh.
Yeah, how is that gonna work for Halloween? How are we gonna social distance Halloween?
No,
like 6 feet?
I'll tell you how it's gonna work. It's gonna work the same way they try to cancel 4th of July. Everybody's just gonna go out and do it anyway.
Oh yeah. It's like what are we gonna have? Like a line 6 feet? Like have like a little row of kids? Okay, 6 feet. Okay, all right. When they leave, hold on, I gotta sanitize. All right, now you come up. Which candy you want? Okay, hang on, I gotta sanitize.
Of course, I'd love to see if there's still going to be that idiot, even amongst this thing, is going to put out that bowl of candy and say, "Take one, take only one." Oh gosh, it's just so hilarious.
Yeah,
take one.
I just don't get it. It's yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. Okay, so that's something that was normal for all. You had Halloween and whatnot. But this completely throws a massive wrench up in that shit because one, let's say you were affected massively by this. You did not get the unemployment because our people did not get that employment. The 6 something a month and all that bullshit or a week or whatever the hell it was.
Like it's still uploaded.
So you don't have the extra money to buy the stuff to give out in the first place. 2, all the rules they're going to have to put, and say, okay, now you got to do this, you got to do that. And I love the idea. Well, here's your candy. Now I got to go. Okay, I just washed my hands. Here's your candy. And then they're going to have those parents that are so paranoid they're not going to do it anyway. But go to your Walmarts and go to your stores like that. And I guarantee you, like the last bit of holidays, all their shit was still there at the end of the holiday. Like they could not get rid of anything.
No.
I made a killing with Easter candy. Shit, those prices were like 75% off before Easter, and I was like, fuck yeah.
But I'm that asshole that would give you Easter candy on Halloween. I'll give you shit that's 2-3 years old. It's free. Fuck off. If I'm eating it, you can eat it too.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a marshmallow Easter egg.
I know that Brent, being a Jawa, loves the Carmelo Easter eggs, with the caramel inside. So, the Cadbury Easter eggs with the caramel Cadbury eggs. Those as a Jawa are his favorite.
I love those ones.
We should inject the marshmallow with the caramel, dip it in chocolate. I'm in heaven.
Right. Hell yeah.
All right, chef, problem solved there. Let's get on that. And then we toast it. And then we toast it. I'm going to stop talking now.
The egg boss.
Right?
Back to
what? Halloween may potentially might be canceled. And then it's like, what's after that? Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Because
Christmas again and New Year's.
Thanksgiving, I've already said it. Thanksgiving is not canceled at my house. It's not canceled. It's happening. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, we went through the bullshit. We went through and the world has with us. Don't get me wrong, but okay, stay home for 2 weeks. It turned into 5 months. It turned into 6 months, and it's like, nah, people are done. And it, like I said, it got kind of funny how it became about the masks. Okay, I'm not wearing a mask because of my constitution. I'm not doing this. And then as soon as the states started getting put under attack by the citizens saying, we're not going to take this anymore, then all of a sudden it's, oh, wait a minute. Now we've got another thing going on. Now let's turn your attentions to a race war. Let's turn your attentions to the numbers are going up. Oh, now China's releasing more shit on you. Well, if the borders were fucking closed like they're supposed to be, China wouldn't be sending us shit.
True.
But it needs to be worldwide. Everybody just needs, if it's got anything to do with China, ship them back and leave them there. Give it a year. Leave China alone. Basically, put a wall around them where they can't leave, and let's see who's left.
Oh, yeah. They're making progress on the border wall. I got a buddy who's actually working on the border wall in Mexico. So...
we don't need no border wall. What we need is armed troops, and the second they cross it, you just open fire. Like some Ed 209s and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah, just do what they do in other countries when you try crossing their border without
Shoot 'em.
permission.
Yeah, shot in the head, baby.
Well, I mean, in Arizona, we have like these group of vets. They're Vietnam vets, and they go every night. They run across the border. Oh, they go the borderline, and they freaking, if they see an illegal trying to get, they shoot them on sight. It's like their own little militia, and they're getting away with it, which I don't care.
Well, where we're at now, and this is the problem. This isn't an issue that just started. This has been going on for decades. This is a problem that started back in the 60s and 70s, and it's just continued through the 80s, 90s, 2000s, all the way up to now 2020. We can't take care of ourselves. We don't need to worry about other people. And this has got nothing to do with the virus or any of the other shit going on today. At the end of the day, America needs to take care of America first. It's like Canada should be taking care of Canada. Mexico should be taking care of Mexico, so on and so forth. So that once everybody here, our elderly, our vets, are disabled, anybody with an actual issue is taken care of. That should be priority one, not, an illegal that's here getting $3,500 a month. Meanwhile, I had to fight on disability to get $900 a month. and get told to fuck off. You don't, you're too white to get assistance. So, yeah, it shouldn't be about race. At the end of the day, it shouldn't be. We've got our own people that need help, but you're too busy bringing in other people and giving them all this kind of money and shit. It's like, wait a minute. Our forefathers did not fight for this. This was not the idea.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And they said, don't get involved with foreign entanglements. It's not a good idea. And look what we did. Look where it got us.
Yeah.
Look where it got us.
Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love some Australian beef. China doesn't want to buy the beef from Australia, and since they're claiming we've got a beef shortage and a coin shortage and all this other horse shit they're making up, it's not that we have a beef shortage. If we have any kind of shortage, in all reality, it is a butcher shortage because it's a job that has been steadily dying because they would send shit overseas because it was cheaper. So you guys fucked up by eliminating the job in the first fucking place. That is why we have a shortage, because now all these companies are saying we need you to process our meat, and these poor little mom and pop places are like, fuck, man, we're used to doing only a couple cows a month, not motherfucking all these cows and feed every. And I mean, it makes sense when you break it down and you look at it. Look at how many local butcher shops are. I mean, I'm lucky enough, right across state line, I still have one. But here locally, in the area that I live in, and we're going to go even 2 hours away, there's maybe 3. And that's it. And we're talking about, every city used to have a butcher shop, if not, 3 or 4. Hell, Kroger's used to do that shit. That was the whole thing. Get your shit freshly done at Kroger's.
We have 2 local butcher shops. One is like right by my house. It's like maybe like a good 10-minute drive. But I mean, he's been doing it for like fucking years.
Yeah, there's no beef shortage because I got plenty of beef with China.
Well, see, and the sad thing is like restaurant, we're suffering right now trying to get ham, just fucking ham. It's like we can't even find, like, it's hard to find right now.
Well, we had people
like, it's like restaurants, like if we get it now, it's like guests are complaining because we raised the price. It's like, you don't understand. Like, this is like liquid gold right now.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, they were selling whole hogs for $100.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you just got to take it to get butchered. And once again, that's where my spew came from, was that's great, but the local butchers, what little ones we have left, they couldn't do it. They're, and outside of you actually killing it yourself and, learning how to cut it and doing all that shit, which, the old Betty Crocker cookbooks used to have that shit in there, how to do that. Back when people were educated and had to learn something, and you'd pick up a book and read and learn how to do it.
Wait,
oh yeah. It would explain the cuts of meat. You'd have butcher books and all that shit. Oh yeah, you used to be able to learn all.
Adam, do you think because of this, communes and compounds are going to make a comeback? You say, okay, here we're going to have this plot of land and all these different houses, and we're going to have our own butcher. We're going to have our farmers, and there we go.
Well, I mean, and here's the issue, though. All the little cities that we had that were, within, bigger cities even, little areas that used to have all these things, everything got eaten up for brick and mortar buildings that are now breaking down and there's nothing in them anymore. Your Walmart. The town I lived in that I was 6th or 7th generations growing up in, across the bridge there was a Martin supermarket. We had a local dime store. You had, your hardware store, your vacuum machine store. We had a Maytag, so your washing machines and all that kind of shit. And this is back in the 90s. But now you drive through there and everything's all closed and boarded up because you've got places such as Walmart, Meijer, all these big retail places that put all those mom and pop places out of business. It would be nice, but look at what we're dealing with when we talk generation wise of people that think there's 3 genders and that, I'm sorry, we have to eat the veggie burger from, Burger King to save the atmosphere from the farts from the cows.
Is it the Impossible Whopper or something like that?
Yeah. So, I mean, there is so much. We've got so many generations. And then there's those generations of people that have never worked because they didn't have to. The government just gave them check after check after check. So
oh yeah, and you know Walmart's loving this because what's happening is you have mom and pop places that can't reopen. You know,
Mhm.
they can't reopen because they've lost all their money, all their employees.
yep.
What's that? Well, no
Oh no,
one can see.
I
Oh,
agree.
you talk about on the. Hold on, sorry. Hold
Okay,
on.
Brian. Yeah, and Walmart's getting all the business while these places that the mom and pop places can't, just pushing us further into a recession.
Yeah,
That's the crazy part.
it's sad because there's like one. Sadly, my local comic book store, one of my local comic book stores had to close their doors like a week ago because they couldn't keep up. Because they're like, nobody's buying comics. I'm like, well, comic industry's kind of dying right now. But he just couldn't keep the rent, all that because of the shutdown.
Mhm.
And then when everything opened back up, people started coming back in, and then like our fucking dumbass governor decided, I'm gonna close it down again. It's like he's fucked. He had to like lay off all his employees. So it's just him running his store at one point, and then he's like, I can't do this. And so he shut it down. Luckily, I still have one last comic book store that's still open.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I made this joke with Shardy where she loves books. And I was like, well, you know, when the end is here, at least you know you've got lots of toilet paper. You know, and it's the same with comics. It's like, well, you know, because we still haven't recovered from the toilet paper apocalypse of 2020 yet. You
Fuck
know,
no.
it's still hard to find something that is supposedly made in the US, but yet we still can't just find it on the shelves all the time. And if you do find it, it's limits still to this
I got
day,
lucky at Costco getting like a fucking 30 roll.
right?
It's like fuck, and they were on sale. I was like, holy shit! And it was like a big ass stash. And I was like, it was kind of like one of those where you kind of walk, and then you look around to see if like anybody else is like looking, and then you grab your shit as fast as possible, and then you get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, okay, and you say, okay, shut down again. I mean, Trump has said he's not going to shut down the economy. He doesn't want to shut down again because he's a businessman. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
he is. He's a fucking New York liberal fucking businessman. And I don't give a shit. It's the truth. And I don't really see it getting worse. But the problem is, all right, we went through phase one of this bullshit, right? And everybody lost their fucking mind. Oh my God, Friday the 13th. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. Get the toilet paper, get the water. So if you think it and you plan it right, you're going to want everybody to think that shit's going back to normal before the big one hits, right? Where like now we're fucked. We've got no more anything to replace. We've got, you know, what you have is what you have, and that's it. We've got nothing. And I'm not saying that that's where we're at. It's just I'm a thinker. You know, I'm an end game kind of guy. What's the end game in all of this? What is the end game? What's going to become of this? If it is a bioweapon, which I still feel it was, that, you know, another year from now, we're not going to know till people just start dropping dead. If that's the case, and I'm not saying it is. It's just like I said, I'm a thinker.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would rather be prepared than not be prepared. Like I said, I got my Trump bucks and I went to the butcher shop and spent $800 and some odd dollars on food. You know, I didn't go buy a TV. I didn't go buy new Nikes or other dumb shit that some people did go buy. No offense to anybody if that's what you did. It's your money. You do what the fuck you want. I bought food, you know.
Yeah. I mean, my roommate and I, when we got ours, one, we got ahead of bills because we're like, just in case one of us does get laid off, we don't want to be fucked. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we did that, and then what we had left over, I mean, yeah, I splurged a little bit. I got a freaking subwoofer for my car, but then the rest went into my, you know, and then the rest went into my savings because I was like, I don't know how long my job is going to stay open, and I have to kind of cover my ass just in case, because trying to get unemployment in Arizona is like trying to get a hooker for a blowjob. It's impossible. It's fucking hard.
Well, that's the problem with unemployment, though. It's the way I see it. Like, welfare should be like unemployment. Here's a year. Now you're trained. Go get a job. Get off the system. It's not meant to be 3-4 generation all on welfare, but that's what we fell into. You know, like I said, when I needed assistance, I got basically told to fuck off because I was too white. And that's not a joke, you know, and I'm not being racist about anything. I'm being 100% legit. Brian, you know me well enough as Chef, you do too, and the guys in the chat know me well enough. It's not about being a racist or, you know, spreading shit. That's what we were told. Oh, you're too white. What the fuck you mean I'm too white? I'm broke. You know, I pay my child support. I got bills to pay. I need help. Oh, sorry. Go get another job was what I was told.
Wow.
Wow.
So, and I mean, I've felt racism too, just because I'm white. It's like, oh, you're a white guy. You don't know what the fuck I don't.
Oh yeah. You know what? I've dealt with that too. Here in Florida. I mean, outside what I'm trained to do, if I want like an entry level job, a lot of the times I'm passed up. Why? Because I'm not Hispanic.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the
sucks. I mean, it's like if
line-
you're qualified for the job, they should give you the fucking job.
but here's
Exactly.
the line they used to use all the time: you're overqualified. The fuck you mean You're overqualified for this position?
Either
Well, I had
either
to
that
respond. I had a
that
kitchen
normally
job.
means that means they don't want to pay you. They think that what they do have to offer you is an insult to you, so they tell you you're overqualified. Which just say how much you could afford. Just say how much you could afford. And I've been told I'm overqualified before. Why? Because I'm a professional and I'm not some dumb kid
Right.
that you're trying to take advantage of to pay them $10 an hour.
Well, it was when I worked for Eastman Kodak, and the plant shut down, so I'm like, all right. And I put in my, basically I ran. So like I started out grunt, man. I started out learning how to do everything. Like I said, I was there for 5-6 years, and there were people that had been there their whole life. Like they graduated high school and had worked there for 30-40 years. And then the biggest thing that around here that was hiring was the H2 plant, the Hummers for the military.
Yeah.
So that's what was hiring. And then there'd be other jobs here and there. But mind you, at the point that I was working, I didn't have a diploma. I mean, I did get my GED before I quit work, and I was smart enough to do that because I knew I would need that. But that's it. I got a GED. I didn't do management. I didn't do payroll. I just was a laborer. I was a mechanic, basically, is what they called it, but a fucking laborer, basically, working on all the machine. That was it. So one would think going to a plant where you're putting Hummers together would probably be something I could do, but I was overqualified. I'm like, I'm a fucking high school dropout with a GED and I'm overqualified? No. And it would be other jobs that would say the same thing. When I did get management experience, like I opened Krispy Kreme and ran that bitch. I opened Panera Bread, ran that bitch. Like as I got older, I got more experience. And then you'd go for other jobs that weren't management and they go, oh, well, it's, you're overqualified. I'm like, look, you got a position. I don't give a fuck if I'm sweeping floors. I need a job. I'm that guy. I just need a job. Doesn't matter what it is, and the pay wasn't even the point. It's not like I was asking for $30 an hour or $25 an hour. Like I always left that shit left open. Like I was never one of these people who's like, well, I'm worth $25 an hour because that's what I made at Kodak. Hell no. It's like, well, what's the job? Start me off on what is your start off pay? Maybe throw me an extra buck if you can. If not, put me at startup pay. I didn't give a shit.
So Carolyn, anyways, check out the private chat. I put a link there. Next time you want to get any type of audio equipment, car, professional, otherwise, check that out because the prices are really good.
Nice. Yeah, I need to get new speakers soon. I mean, even though, I love my car.
I mean, Eminence. Not Eminence, but the MCM speakers are made by Eminence, which is very close to Electro Voice.
Oh yeah.
And if you're familiar with that, it's got a very, very flat yet rich sound, and it is very little. If there's like no distortion. Unless you're an idiot. But
I just installed a new fuse because I have a fuse where I have it attached to my battery, so in case my subwoofer goes out, it won't blow my battery, so my car won't die. It'll just blow it'll just blow the fuse, so I'll be like, oh cool, okay, I blew my fuse, so now all I gotta do is use the new one. It's like the best fucking thing I ever bought.
Yeah, I never dipped my hand into doing car audio. I probably should.
Oh man.
Maybe I should do that. That way my career will be intact.
Like
because
I
I'll tell
always
you
think
what,
if I wasn't in the kitchen, I'd be doing car audio. It's like fuck. I love if it's not loud with bass, it's not worth it.
Well, they made it so much easier now too with the plug and play shit. So you take out the stock stuff, and then you've got the plug and play wiring where you can just plug it into the OEM stuff without having to cut and splice. Back in the day, you had to cut your shit. There was no plug and play stuff.
No, you had to cut and you had to use wire nuts.
Yep. So, fuck yeah, But now, I mean, shit. Even with as disabled as I am, I've done many stereos, and because I put JL audio is what I rolled with. I had 10s and 12s, and I hit 142 decibels at a competition and came in first or second. I can't remember
Nice.
Well, you better, because 140 is the threshold of pain. No, 120. I'm sorry, 120 is the threshold of pain, and after that, you really can't tell the difference between that and anything louder.
Yeah, I mean, I've almost blew out my back
engine
speaker.
140.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost blew out my back window the other day with my speaker. I tested it. I wanted to see how hard it could go. Yeah, I almost blew it out. I could feel my glass.
You could shatter that shit. But if you got a good bass system, you could give a girl a thrill.
Exactly, and that's what it does, because it's like you play a certain song, and they're like, gives a nice little vibration. They're like, hey, they sit up a little bit proper in the car seat. They're like, oh, wow.
Oh, this is one of those cars.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is going to be a fun ride.
I'm just like, vibrating seats. I don't need the bass.
Right?
Remember, Scotty.
Like,
by the way, Adam, that is one epic ass profile picture you got there. I couldn't see it on my phone.
I've had it for a while. I had to. It was just like, I think it was on one of Jez's streams. We were talking about Bruce Campbell, and I found this, and I was like, oh, I'm stealing this shit.
Well, you're fucked up, man, because you just figured out how to save Star Trek.
Right?
Yep.
Could you imagine? Captain on the bridge. Damn right he is.
This is my boomstick, baby.
It's like, what, now they got that bullshit lower decks?
Yeah.
I don't even know. It's dead. They need to give it. Seriously, they fucked everything up so bad that they need to just stop for like fucking at least 20 years now.
The way I look at it, after they already murdered it, I want to see the lower decks because it looks funny. It looks like motherfuckers from Rick and Morty have a hand in it. And, granted, it's not Star Trek. Don't get me wrong, Jesse. I mean, I know what you're saying, and I'm with you. But I want to see it just because it looks like it's going to be funnier than fuck.
Yeah, but you're just looking for a wool fest.
I'm just looking at something to laugh at, and it looks like it's going to fill the spot. But it's got nothing to do with Star Trek.
Aren't we supposed to get the...
Brent and them talked about that,
Aren't we supposed to get a new season of the Orville at the end of the year?
Yes. Like
I love that show.
Sometime either late November, early December. Because I'm gonna be doing like a fucking review every week. Yeah, plus, Seth MacFarlane hasn't revealed if he's gonna do it weekly or if he's just gonna throw it all at once.
I just throw it all at the wall. That's what I would do.
It's like, fuck it, because you know how many people watch the Orville? Fuck. They'll binge the fuck out of it repeatedly.
Oh, fuck yeah, they will. No, dude, Cubs got Bacardi. Come on, you know that. Tomatoes and Bacardi, not Bacardi.
Cubs got Bacardi.
But that was the thing about the Orville. That show was more Star Trek than Star Trek has been in years.
Fucking love the Orville. Bortus, man.
Most Star Trek I've seen since Next Generation, in my opinion.
Seth MacFarlane was onto something. I really kind of wish that they would have given Seth MacFarlane the reins to Star Trek. I would have loved to see what he done.
You know what I would have liked to see for a Star Trek show, honestly?
God damn it.
We've all seen Star Trek, and it's in space. I want to see I'd like to see more of the military side of Star Trek, to see like somebody just sign up for Starfleet and like go through boot camp and do do the whole thing. Because no one knows how these people are trained.
I kind of thought after Enterprise, because there was like a rumor that they were going to make like a spinoff, and they were going to call it I think Starfleet Academy or the Academy or something, some shit like that, where you go more in depth on when you get recruited, this is what happens, how you get your ranks, how you get sorted out into what field office you're going to be.
Yeah, how do you get spit out as a captain? That's a very good question. There's got to be a lot of real world testing.
Who's got the rights to MASH, the TV show
Oh
MASH?
God, I don't know. That's
Well,
Tom
No,
for
because
fucking me.
here I just thought of a good idea. Maybe it's a bad one, but what if you had a MASH like TV show, but it was around Starfleet and like it was like McCoy, and
Young
then like they're
McCoy
on this.
starting out people, but he was on
No,
Planet
like-
before.
So
Yeah, like
Brian,
it's just yeah.
to answer your question, Disney acquired it when they got Fox.
Fuck. Well, we're screwed.
Yep.
MASH.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
We're screwed. It's over.
Ugh.
Game
Well,
over.
suicide is not painless.
It's Vietnam, everybody! Oh boy!
Oh,
Game
Vietnam.
over.
Oh, the Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
You imagine
Oh, what
Donald
happened?
Duck.
Did Charlie shoot up your legs?
Vietnamese on your knees, boy.
Can you imagine Donald Duck as a prisoner of war at the Hanoi
Oh,
Hilton?
you bring up something very interesting about Donald Duck. There's a big internet theory that Donald Duck actually has severe shell shock,
Really?
and that's why he has such anger management issues, and why he flies off the handle. He's ready to kick the shit out of somebody.
I think it was just
What
Tourette's.
What happened during World War II with Donald
They
Duck?
dropped him out of an airplane for one.
Oh gosh,
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought he was in the Navy.
No, he was in the
No.
Air Force. Then he was in the Navy. He was all
Oh, that's
around.
right. He was fucked up. He's got some mad PTSD.
Yeah,
Was he a naval? Was he a
And then
naval
it's like-
pilot?
And you
I
notice
don't
you
know.
never, you never.
No, he
really-
wasn't. He wasn't a naval pilot. I think he might have been in the Army and then the Navy because we're all taking this so seriously.
I know,
But,
right?
he was.
Well, I mean,
he
just
was,
look
he
at
was
what he's
under
wearing now.
Sarge.
He's like, and now you wonder why you never really see Daisy Duck around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're locked.
She left. She left.
She's getting her ass
Thanks,
beat.
Daisy.
Like, fuck this.
Just like Macho Man Randy Savage and Elizabeth, he locked her ass in the closet.
Now hold on. There is a lineage for this whole thing. Hold on.
You know what? That's what we need to do. Is we need to take a Donald Duck cartoon and we need to dub Macho Man's voice in it.
Oh
yeah. Now,
Oh,
am I
yeah.
the only one who's ever looked up who's the parents of Huey, Dewey, and Louie? I mean, come on.
Probably.
I have.
I know I haven't. I'll be honest.
I've Googled it a couple times. I was curious.
I think I might have stumbled across it as like a really messed up story. Apparently.
Oh, it pops right up.
Giggity.
Oh gosh.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie are the sons of Donald's sister, Della Duck, and Donald's nephews. Their mother is instead named Dumbella.
Yeah, she probably died in a car crash.
Well, apparently she's a character on this new version of DuckTales, and she's got a prosthetic leg.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why not?
What the heck?
Why
What the
not?
heck?
Why the fuck not?
Gosh.
All
Sorry,
right.
bad enough. Well, she didn't die. She's got a prosthetic leg, and
She got a fucking problem.
the CPS is gonna take the kids away. So they just like, here, Donald, you watch over my kids.
All right. Della Duck is the twin sister of Donald Duck, the niece of Scrooge McDuck, and the mother of Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And is one of the 9 main characters in the 2017 television reboot DuckTales since season 3. All right, now background. The character was created by Carl Barks, although she went through changes over the years with her name and relations to Donald. She officially was established as Della Duck, twin sister to Donald. Despite the fact that Della was missing in action, she is known as an adventurous, high-spirited, daring, and headstrong woman who loves going on adventures. In many early adventures, she has been shown to be smart, kind, and compassionate to help her family and others in trouble, making everyone around her better. Although this sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Although she is good-natured, Della Duck is also mischievous and impulsive. She is referred to as a prankster. Dark sense of humor. Yeah, where's the part where she leaves her kids behind?
Yeah. How'd she lose her foot? You know, she was pussyfooting around, wasn't she?
Would she have diabetes or something? What happened?
I'm guessing it was pre, she lost her foot, because she had a girlfriend, but that was pre it being okay. Or the kids were just so bad they broke her leg because the kids were pranksters, if I'm remembering right.
Okay, this apparent selfish impulsiveness is what led her to becoming lost in space. Although in the most dangerous game, Night, Scrooge reveals that Della did in fact have the ability to read a situation and perceive the possible outcomes. And in Last Christmas, she was shown to be far more family-orientated and less impulsive than previously implied. Well, it's a Christmas episode. What young Donald perceived as thoughtless and reckless behavior on Della's part was actually a well-thought-out plan to bond with him while simultaneously attempting to get Scrooge the best Christmas gift ever. Ever!
She wanted the money. That's what she wanted.
For real, dude. If I was Huey, Dewey, and Louie, I'd be kissing Scrooge's ass going, so when you die...
All right. Also, after returning to Earth, I want to know why she was in space.
No, fuck. They just send her out in space just because like you don't look, you're not diverse enough. We're gonna send you off to space.
Well, she had to go get those space trees. The seeds that were in space.
It's like no. We have too many Peking. We need ducks of color. We need more mallards.
Seriously, like, was this even a lost episode that was never shown? That we never saw that we can watch on Disney Plus? Because this shit is like interesting.
No, this is just the new version of DuckTales that nobody watched.
Oh shit!
So
when she first meets Launchpad, she learns that he is also a pilot and displays a small act of hostility towards him, naively thinking Scrooge had replaced her with Launchpad after her disappearance. She also demonstrates a similar musical inclination, a sense of humor, love for adventure, childish impulsiveness to Dewey, an enthusiasm for Junior Woodchucks, and a nerdy love of video games like Huey. She basically is like a Scrappy Doo, apparently. Just take a little bit from each character and make a new one.
So pretty much she's a bad mom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, why the prosthetic leg?
She could at least came back with a symbiote, duck venom.
She probably owed somebody like a pimp or something.
Well, they technically can because Disney owns Marvel, so we could have Duck Venom or Duck Carnage.
Got some more. Donald is Della's twin brother. Years prior to the main series, they had been very close and were always together on adventures with their Uncle Scrooge, with Donald being a transportation method for boats and Della for planes. In Last Christmas, in their pre-teens, Donald decided he would rather spend Christmas alone in his room playing his guitar, leaving Della upset, but eventually he apologized to her and they spent Christmas together for the rest of the night. Blah, 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 blah. What about leaving your kids behind? Later on, Della began designing plans for a rocket ship for exploring outer space, after realizing they had explored everywhere there was on Earth. However, this put a spark in Donald, who protested that the idea was too risky, especially with her eggs about to hatch. See, Donald was the responsible one. Despite this, Della disregarded Donald's warnings and flew the rocket ship Scrooge made for her, originally planning it to be a surprise for a test run in orbit. But unfortunately, it crashed on the moon. This event left to hold on Donald and Della's close relationship for 11 years, but Della still holds on to a photo of her with Donald, Uncle Scrooge, and her eggs.
Oh, so
okay.
Now, legally, of course, we move on to that, leaving the responsibility of raising Huey, Dewey, and Louie to the twin brother, Uncle Donald. Now, Donald suffers from PTSD, and he's not really capable of raising the kids, so they have to go with rich Uncle Scrooge, who everybody wants to live with anyway, because he's always going on zany adventures.
Fuck yeah. Damn. Like, she took off and didn't even see her kids born. What a bitch.
Yep.
Fuck bitch.
She was like, I'm just going to go into orbit to prove I'm the bestest ever. Oh, now I'm stranded without my kids for 11 years. Good job, asshole.
All right, and then they come back going,
but here's another
when your kids
question.
say, hi, who are you?
Right? I'm your mom. No.
Miss Beasley is more of a mom.
Here's my other question. Who's the dad?
Oh, well, good question, Brian. Looks like I got to reopen that tab.
We're going down the DuckTales rabbit hole right now.
Welcome to research.
This is a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
DuckTales. Woo.
Who are you doing, Louie's father? Little is known about the mysterious Mr. Duck, Daisy Duck's brother. Wait a minute. Are these the only Duck families in town?
Oh, shit.
They're keeping it all in the family. Oh, shit.
So the brother and sister on one side are dating the brother and sister from another family?
Wow.
I've seen that. No, I seriously know these two dudes. They're twins. They're married to two chicks who are also twins. So Yeah, the family is large.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
no,
right, here's the screen share for you folks.
I know a couple of couples that are twins and married to each other.
We'll find me some twins, Brian.
What? Do you have a twin? They twins tend to
No,
like to
no.
date
I
other
just want to
twins.
double my pleasure with double mint gum.
I've had twins in high school. That was pretty fucking cool.
You lucky fuck.
Yeah. My brothers
Did
even
they-
said the same shit.
All right.
Did
Supposedly
they
this
know what
is
each other were doing?
am I sharing yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, this sketch on the right here, this is Mr. Duck as drawn by Don Rosa for a French fan at a comic convention. So that's his idea of what the father of Huey, Dewey, and Louie look like. He does have elements of the boys in his face.
Yep.
When Della first sent her children over to Donald temporarily in 1937, it was because the three little devils had set a cracker off under Mr. Duck's chair, sending him to the hospital for several weeks. They put a firecracker up his butt. However, in 1938, when the nephew's caretaking was handed over to Donald for good by Della, handed over for good by Della. This doesn't make sense. Mr. Duck was nowhere to be seen. His fate post-1937 is thus unknown.
He said, "I don't want nothing to do
Probably
with it."
just-
They try to.
Now, did Mr. Duck up and leave? Did Mr. Duck up and leave and leave his family behind?
went-
Or
yeah.
did the three boys, in fact, put a firecracker under his chair and it blew up and it scarred him and he got an infection and he died of infectious rot because of Huey, Dewey, and Louie?
Yeah.
You be the
Yeah.
judge.
I mean, either or.
I'm just saying he went out for a pack of smokes.
Is this guy a
Never
deadbeat
came back.
dad or is he just a tragic figure? You be the judge.
It's like what Sally Field told us. He's on vacation. It's where he goes somewhere and you don't come back.
Oh.
Mr. Duck is first mentioned in the 1937 comic Donald's Nephews.
Oh my god. Oh
Golly.
my god.
Well, that's why she gave him her Donald. They blew up the dad. She just didn't want to be next. That's why she's missing a fucking leg. The firecracker
Yep.
took out his ass and her foot.
Probably
Yep.
stick of
And
dynamite.
that's why Daisy left Donald. I was like, I don't want nothing to do with those jerks. Plus, you got PTSD.
Could you imagine Scrooge finding out? You boys
my
killed your father.
Hey, farty.
Me bagpipes.
You'd be like, oh, now I don't have to split up me inheritance. Did a good job there.
Seriously.
Well, where do you think they got the firecracker from?
You know what the
Uncle
golden
Scrooge?
silver lining is? One less share.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Oh,
See, that's what they got to make that episode like fight to the death. Whoever gets it, Huey, Dewey, or Louie, gets.
I
the
think
Scrooge.
after all this, we would probably just say fuck all y'all and give it the launch pad because he's the most loyal.
Dude, Launchpad's
Well, I
the
think-
shit, dude.
I think he might have got fired because why else would he be in Darkwing Duck?
Right.
Because the series ended. You need
Yeah.
to work.
Well, he needed work. I mean, shouldn't
We can look him
Scrooge
up
McDuck
and find
still
out.
go on zany
Dude,
adventures?
Launchpad
Or did,
McQuack, man. I like
Yeah.
Launchpad.
Mm-hmm. Do you
I
remember the
really
episode where they
enjoyed
showed his whole
Darkwing Duck.
family?
I got the whole complete series on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know the episode where it shows his whole family and they're like a stunt group
Yep.
and he wasn't good enough.
Yep.
did you see that episode of DuckTales, the original one, where Scrooge is at an optometrist and the eye chart says, ask about the Illuminati?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
Go
on
ahead,
there,
look.
man.
Go ahead and look it
I
up
love
on
it.
Google. You'll find the image right there.
I bet you they
Ask
changed
him.
it on Disney Plus.
Pretty sure they did.
Yeah, I bet you they did, and now they're probably like, oh shit.
Do you remember when
Brian said-
Scrooge went to jail?
We'll have to look it up and see if they changed it on Disney Plus because 10-1, those motherfuckers did.
Do you remember when
There's
Scrooge
that
went to
one-
jail?
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Scrooge went to jail and he's in the jail and everybody starts fucking with him because he's new meat, right? So he arm wrestles this one giant dude and he like just flips the dude off the table and the guy's like, what the hell? And then he starts fighting with all these dudes, just whooping their asses. He's just like, yeah, don't fuck with Scrooge. He's been climbing mountains for like 70 years.
Because
Beat
he's a
your ass with a
Scotsman.
cane.
He's
Yeah,
a Scotsman where everybody keeps trying to take his money.
my old boss. He's the guy who does that channel, Soul of a Dove. But he grew up with this guy, and he got deported back to Scotland. But he always said, "I never lost a fight, but I've had a couple of draws."
Yeah, I love
But they
that shit.
deported him straight up.
Damn.
Remember Tailspin back in the day?
Oh yeah.
With Kit with his wing glider
Yeah.
and Shao or Khan, the tiger.
Yeah,
What's his
you know the
actual
funny
name?
thing?
I think
I still have all the fucking Disney toys from like McDonald's when they used
Oh,
to have.
do you with the snake that bobbed its head?
Yeah, I still have them at my parents' house.
Lucky fuck.
Exactly, dude. My
You know
mom.
what I used to have? You
I
remember
thought I got rid
the
of them.
McDonald's
My mom
land
fucking
people?
found
Nice. Go ahead, Jess.
Remember
She found
McDonald's
those,
land
and then she
people?
found the fucking when Toy Story came out, the when they look like like little toys and shit. So I have Buzz, Woody, Rex, fucking Pig, Mr. Potato Head. I was like, damn, I have them
those
all.
old Happy Meals toy collections. Those
Yeah.
are pretty nostalgic. I will
I
not
still
lie.
have them all. Yeah, my mom found them in a box. She's getting ready to get rid of them, and she happened to look, and she's like, "Holy shit!" She's like, "These
I
are all
wouldn't
your-"
mind finding the Garfield set.
I think I might have some of those in there. I have to look. She just found it a couple days ago, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "I still got all my Disney toys. That's money."
Yeah, I should have saved those toys.
Oh, there's so much shit.
The Hot Wheels when they came out with those.
I mean, I stopped getting Happy Meals once I discovered a quarter pounder.
Right.
Oh, yeah, my son too. Believe me. It's like, what do you want, kid? He's like a quarter pounder and some nuggets. All right. So you're eating like a grown ass man now. I see.
Yep.
I remember when my kids did that. It was because it was always a treat to go. We didn't go all the time, so it was meant as it was meant to be. On occasion, so they'd get Happy Meals and shit. And the oldest would always want like a cheeseburger without cheese. It's like, well, so you want a
hamburger?
Yeah,
what you want is a hamburger. It's way faster.
Remind you've got kids, man, when they're little.
Yeah, but still, you got to be specific because if you order a hamburger, they're still going to put cheese on it.
Yeah, it's like, no, you want a hamburger. So that was always the funny thing with the oldest. And then my daughter would pretty much, she'd be fine. She just wanted ketchup only on her cheeseburger. And then my youngest was always the one that would like everything on. Like he didn't give a shit. He's like, cheese. He's like, I don't want a Happy Meal. I want that thing that comes with 2 cheeseburgers. He's like, fuck you and your kiddie meal shit. I want the one that comes with burgers, fries, and a drink. I want that.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I remember when the kids got older, where they were like, do we have to get a Happy Meal or can we order off the regular menu?
And you know what? I hate to tell everybody out there and break the suspended disbelief on this one, but you can't just ask for a Happy Meal toy. You bought a meal.
Yeah. True that.
If you're present with the people, they'll even ask you which one you want.
That's right.
But what's got me bummed out is it's like I do like a Whopper here and there, but I don't think I ever want to go to Burger King ever again.
Oh, I know. What's that recent political faux pas they did?
They're changing the cows' diets because their farts are giving out too much methane in the air.
Yeah, the cows are, not the humans.
But it's okay to burn 20 city blocks for 50 days.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
That's not putting anything bad in the environment. It's putting peace and love into it.
Yep.
Yeah,
With that, I'm going to try some of this white knuckle.
I was talking with my daughter today because I've not had Burger King since last year. We were sitting there trying to figure out because that was something that me and her would do on occasion, like on her lunch. So we had to sit down and figure it out. And it was like, man, it was like October.
Very white. Very white.
So yeah, I hadn't had Burger King since October of last year, and I was like, yeah, I don't really plan on going again. So no.
Well, you know what? All that shit don't taste like meat.
No, it never has. I mean, the one thing about a Whopper that was good is it still tasted good when you burped it up later.
Like, I know. I tried the Impossible Whopper. I could totally taste the difference.
There was some cartoon that just did a joke about a veggie Whopper or a veggie burger, and they slapped on the plate, and it looked like somebody like cleaned out a dishwasher, and it was gray, and it was just looks like shit, and they put it on the bun. They're like, "Here, eat it," and he was like,
"Oof."
Veggie burgers are nasty.
They're
Yeah.
disgusting.
They're disgusting.
You know what's the fucked up thing? My son's mother is a vegetarian. She's not a vegan because she does like cheese and eggs and all that shit. But she always used to order a veggie burger from Burger King, right? And now they got the Impossible Whopper, which tastes like meat, so she can't order anything from there.
Well, what they do with the Impossible Whopper is they cook it in the meat juices.
But yeah, vegetarians don't want that.
No, they don't. You're right.
Oh, no.
I mean, although they could still get a vegetarian one, which it would just be the bun, lettuce, tomato, onion, no patties, no soy, no,
But, we got a chef in the house. What the fuck ever happened to portobello mushrooms, which are delicious?
God, dude. That's what I want to know. It's like, I love a good stuffed portobello.
I never had a stuffed portobello.
They're delicious.
Brian, bro.
Just don't overcook them.
Yeah.
Just
I
like
had
steak,
stuffed
don't
mushrooms,
overcook it.
But you know what the thing is?
I love portobello mushrooms.
Oh,
In
man.
fact, one of my favorite things to do is when I'm having a baked potato, if I have it, is I'll saute up some portobellos with some onions. Just put that in the potato.
There you go.
Why is just another nerd fucking with Chef Carolyn? Those fighting words.
Uh-oh.
What are?
Something in chat.
Yep.
Did Farty say something unnice?
Good.
It's Farty being Farty.
I know, right? He's being an Aussie.
But like seriously, the prices at McDonald's have gradually risen throughout the years to the point where like it costs as much as eating anywhere else, really.
Yeah.
So how come they can't just, if they're going to add another $1 onto the cost and get you an actual fucking mushroom and slap it on a bun? What's the problem here? Or are they just afraid that they're going to have to break their own supply chain because they're not going to be able to ship mushrooms that are like fucking freeze dried and asshole tasting? They're actually going to have to walk across the street to the store.
Well, think about it, man. I mean, used to be Arby's, prime example, 5 for $5, regular roast beef. Then it was 5 for $5.55, and it's just steadily gone up. And we know prices go up, but the quantity of the food's gotten way worse. And Burger King, 2 for $4, 2 for $5, 2 for $6. So your choices used to be the original chicken sandwich, Whopper, or the original Big Fish, which was a big motherfucking fish. It wasn't this little bullshit like the same size that McDonald's has.
The McDonald's one is like the kind of sandwich you'd get if you were working community service for the day.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Pretty much the quality, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, fine. Then it changed to the new chicken sandwiches, which to me kind of tasted like Chick-fil-A, only not as good. Like a couple hours old Chick-fil-A. It was like, all right, whatever. So
I had a McDonald's buttermilk sandwich the other day, and it tasted like the chicken died of natural causes.
Oh shit!
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, bro.
I got a chicken story.
Dead one up. They're like, well, we don't have to kill this one. It's already dead.
Okay, so on my mom's side of the family, like my great grandmother, right? She grew up right around the Great Depression, and she was grown up around the Great Depression. So my grandmother grew up around the Great Depression, and one time, her neighbor brought over a roasted chicken, but that chicken died of sickness. And she's like, "Thank you very much." So when she closed the door, she immediately threw that chicken in the trash because she knew the chicken died of like a disease or sickness or something.
Bitch trying to smallpox my family.
Yeah, basically. I mean, there are some people that actually do eat, animals that have died from a disease or old age or whatever.
Not me.
But you don't want to do that. I mean, I wouldn't even want to try that. Not even. No.
Yeah, that's not on my list of shit to eat, bro.
No. I mean, chicken sometimes can be, a lot of times, depending on who's cooking it and how it's cooked.
It's not like there's a lack of chickens here. I mean, they lay fucking eggs every day.
Yeah, it can be boring sometimes. Why in the world would I want to put a diseased chicken in my mouth?
Giggity.
Yeah,
No.
no, I'm
Mel
not about
Boss has chickens up there. It's fucking. One day, he's got a little water feature fountain thing he put in, and we're doing some stuff out in his yard. And I look behind it, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up with all these eggs?" And he looks at me. There's like 20 something eggs back there. The chickens were laying eggs back there and hiding them and laying them in the coop and doing 2 different batches for themselves. So then he had more chickens.
right. No shit. You know, that's what I want on my future property. I want my own chickens, have my own fucking eggs.
You know, if you're getting a restaurant on a mountain, you could have chickens walking the grounds and shit. You could get peacocks. You could get anything you want.
I'll
Because
tell
you're
you
going to be out
what's
in the middle
really
of nowhere, right?
Chicken coop. That would be good. A buddy of mine, he
I'll
kind
tell
of
you-
wants to do a slaughterhouse on the side if we could build it, so we could do our own.
I'll tell you, you haven't lived unless you had duck eggs.
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you.
They are thick.
Whew.
They're mostly yolk though, but they're
Yeah.
big, and they taste a little bit sweeter than your standard chicken egg.
Yeah, they're damn good.
And
I thought it was going to be weird and gross, but it was damn good.
oh no, yeah, like I like a good scrambled duck egg.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would use duck. I mean, if I had an abundance of them, I would use them for French toast
Oh, yeah.
primarily.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Because
once
of the
somebody gave me
sweetness
eggs
there.
and half the carton was duck eggs, and you could tell the difference because they were bigger, but they were fucking good.
Yeah, duck eggs. Yeah, that actually impressed me when I had mine. I was like, let's see if they're worth it. They were fucking worth it. I was like, okay, I need to try to find some.
Yep.
Either that, or
Or
I'm
just
gonna buy
ducks.
fucking ducks.
My neighbor, gave us some until I don't know, what was it, a possum or no, it was like was it a raccoon or like a dog or something? Like snagged the duck.
Oh fuck.
But no, those eggs were great.
Yeah, those are good. I've had an ostrich egg before. Those are pretty good.
Now, what was that like?
One, they're fucking huge.
Well, yeah, I assume they're huge, but are they thicker or thinner? Or...
They're thicker, but it's like pretty much one and you're good. Like you can feed like a whole fucking family with one.
Is it just like a whole boom of egg yolk in that bitch?
It is. It's like
you're-
a
you're-
fucking big thing of like yolk, and then it's like the yolk is like as big as your fucking head, and it's just
Yeah, well, you'd have to cook it differently, no?
Yeah, they have an open pit with a big ass skillet, and that's how they cooked it out in the back. They have
Hot
like
as
an
fuck.
ostrich farm out here, and oh my god, it was awesome.
So would you say that the ostrich egg would, like, I'm talking about ratio equivalency to, like, say half a dozen or a whole dozen chicken eggs?
Shit. Maybe half a dozen. I think Farty would know more if he's still in the chat.
You know what? I wonder how much an ostrich egg is.
I don't know.
And how does it taste compared to a chicken or a duck egg?
Oh, they taste amazing. You don't even need salt and pepper with it.
See, that's the thing I wanted to ask too, because like different tastes. Because you know how you go to the store, you buy eggs, you make some eggs that taste one way, then you go get some fresh eggs, and first off, they're yellow, and
Yep.
second, they taste completely different. Well, what's the deal with that?
I think
Uh-huh.
diet mostly. But
We
I
need to
asked
find a
everybody
couple
because
farmers.
everybody just says diet, but it's like
farm fresh tastes way better than what you get at the store. That's for sure.
Oh hell yeah!
oh yeah, the flavor is just like way more potent.
Well, it's because they don't have antibiotics. Because the chickens aren't pumped full of antibiotics, and they're not just they don't just sit there and poop out eggs all day. Say poop out, they don't poop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I watched whose fucking channel was it? Oh yeah, Ronda Rousey, dude. She's got her own fucking farm out there. We're in her property. Like she fucking has. Oh my god, I don't even know. Chicken, ducks, fucking bulls, horse, like a bunch of motherfuckers. But the cool thing is, like, she raises them to the point where they end up slaughtering them on site. So it's like cool. They raise what they eat. They don't go to the fucking store. They don't do that shit.
says we usually carve ornate things into emu eggs. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What's up, Kyles McGee?
I wonder what a dodo would taste like.
Right.
Well, apparently they must taste good because they're extinct.
Yeah. It's like I bet you the person who ate the last one is like, damn, I wish people could eat this. They're like, fuck it.
You ever walk through
Like,
overgrown woods
last-
and you think when the settlers landed here, that's why they had the fear of the woods. You can't walk into the woods 5 feet. You have to cut through it.
Yeah. It's like I always wondered, like, who was hungry enough, who was starving enough to eat an artichoke, and to figure out how to eat an artichoke and how to cook it.
It's interesting looking, so that's why they picked it up. And then somebody was probably just sitting there fucking with it, and then the inside was soft, so it was like, eh. And it was like, oh, that's not fucking bad.
It's like, let's see if you steam it, and you mix it with a little bit of butter and some salt and pepper. Holy shit!
Yeah. That's like the idea of
Almost
broccoli
anything.
with this keto diet. Fucking, they're always like, yeah, eat broccoli. Broccoli didn't exist in caveman days. It was a ground cover flower. It was forced in the smaller areas by people until it got stalked. We made broccoli. It's not natural.
It's like we made those green trees. I'll still eat the hell out of it. I love broccoli. Just cheese on top. Boom.
But I'm really wanting the. I'm glad that manatees are off the endangered list, but when can we kill them and eat them?
Probably like within another year.
Why does it actually taste good?
I don't know.
Yeah, you remember I told you the story about the guy I knew on High Strangeness. I actually have a video up on my YouTube channel. They said it tastes better than steak. And Tino's like, what? They eat manatee? Yeah, it's like, yeah, they eat manatee. Tino like sitting there the whole time, couldn't believe that someone would eat manatee. But,
sweet. Thanks, Farty. So emu eggs are the equivalent of about 8 chicken eggs.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
See, that'd be perfect for me because I'll down a half dozen eggs for breakfast.
Same here, man. I
Fashion.
did this morning for breakfast.
People are like, "Oh, your health." Blah blah. I'm like half a dozen eggs. Hey, you want some of these? Because I'm gonna have to make more.
It's like I made mine. You want me? It's like I made mine. Now where's yours?
You ever see somebody scramble up one egg for themselves? I always feel like weird around people like that. It's like, don't you eat normal?
That's my sister. We don't talk.
We don't talk.
One egg. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's a 1 egg person.
Well, you know what? Back in the day, you were allowed to have 1 chicken for every member of your family, so everyone could have 1 egg for breakfast.
Shit.
I mean,
It's old Connecticut style law right there
it's
for you.
got to be 2 eggs for me.
So,
Yeah, at
well,
least.
I don't have any siblings because I would have killed them all. Be like, I don't know what happened. More eggs for me.
Yeah.
They got
I mean, because
fever.
It ain't exactly hard to have chickens.
yeah, because
The
if
only
I'm making
problem
breakfast, if I'm making like a scrambled breakfast for me and Ginger, I'm at least using 4 eggs. Sometimes 5 if I really want to.
Oh yeah, there's a restaurant here in town. They make a freaking 12 egg or a 24 egg omelet, man.
Daggum, that's a lot of eggs.
Oh, but it's so good. Like if you can down a 24 egg omelet in an hour, your meal is free, and you get to get a free T-shirt, and your picture gets on their fucking wall.
You know what drives me nuts about restaurants? You go to a restaurant for breakfast, right? And what the hell just happened?
What happened?
Anyway.
Oh, there we go.
There's 2 of you.
Yeah, that's me. That's
But
right.
you order bacon, and they give you like 3 pieces of bacon. When I'm at home, the minimal amount of bacon that I make is a pound. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll get a 2-pound package of bacon right in the pan.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with 3 pieces of bacon? Sometimes when the waitress walks back with the 3 pieces of bacon, I just want to say, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
That's why I love looking at people when they put it down in front of my plate, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? 3 pieces of bacon?
Yeah, here's your 2 sausage links.
Like, yeah.
It's like, where's the meat?
It's like, give me some sausage. Like, I know you got more back there. Give me some bacon.
I know you got it.
And especially when they look at my tattoos and they go, "Oh shit, you're a chef." It's like, yeah, I know what the fuck you got back there. Now get the
Oh yeah, that's
fuck.
got to be intimidating.
Oh, it is. It is because it's like, especially when I go out for like restaurants and shit, and they notice my tattoos. They're like, the service is like, they kick it up a notch. They're like, "Is there anything else you want?" "Oh, we have this." It's like, "Oh, okay. So you're gonna kiss my ass, but you're not gonna kiss anybody else's ass."
Yep.
Yeah, I want more bacon, damn it.
Oh yeah,
You,
like, yeah, oh yeah. I'll go to Denny's and I was like, my Grand Slam's got like 6 pieces of bacon. It's like everybody else looks at me and I'm like, yeah, see, my tattoos on my arms, my calling cards.
Right. Well, I mean, back in the day, Big Boy, man, they had the breakfast, buffet thing, and it was bacon, eggs, all that shit, biscuits, gravy.
I love bacon at a breakfast buffet because then I'm not limited to how much I could get.
Yeah, a breakfast buffet should feel like you just walked into a truck stop.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a thing is most people don't get. If there was ever a time to gorge, it should be breakfast. It is the most important meal of the day for a reason.
I've been watching this dude, and he said that most studies say that you're supposed to calorie load early in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem I have. So you have all-you-can-eat pancakes. Why can't we have all-you-can-eat French toast?
I know, it's so good. How do you like your French toast, though? Because I like mine, like, soft in the middle. You know what I mean?
Well, French toast is supposed to be soft in the middle, bro. It's not supposed to be hard.
Yeah, well. But,
I know
like,
what you
not
mean.
soggy,
Yeah, no,
but
I'm
still,
the
like,
same
almost
boat.
there.
I don't care to have cinnamon on my French toast. I don't really
just
care
a little
for
bit.
that.
Just a little bit. Most people
I don't. The reason why I don't like to have cinnamon on my French toast or allspice, you know why? Because I like to put ketchup on that. Because ketchup and eggs
On that
and
bitch.
bread. Yeah.
Right.
I don't like. I want a savory breakfast. I don't want a sweet breakfast.
That's why I go to Vegas for their fucking buffets. I get
Right.
drunk as fuck, and then I go in there all hungover with my glasses on, and they don't even question me. They don't question me. They don't look at me funny. They understand.
Oh, when I got on the plane to leave Vegas, I must have looked like fucking Charlie Sheen.
I swear.
It's like,
I've
yes,
had
I am
one of
still
those.
drunk.
I have had one of those where I've literally got on a plane for Vegas, and I literally had the stewardess look at me, and she's like, "Either you had a great time, or it." I was like, "I'm still having a good time." I was like, "Give me a fucking bottle of whatever champagne, cheap ass champagne you got." It's like, fuck it.
Right.
It's like, and they look at you and they go, "Well, it looks like you had a good time." It's like, still having a good time.
I ain't landed yet, bitches.
Exactly. It's like, I haven't landed. I was like, my reality starts as soon as I touch down back at home, and I go, "Fuck, okay."
And I will say that is one
Well,
of the
you
cool
know what you
things
should have
about.
said, Chef. You should have been like, "Oh, you look like you had a good time." You said, "Well, you want to have a good time? Time to join that, Mile High Club."
No, that
Just
one,
go
she wasn't.
meet me in the bathroom in about a
she
minute and a
wasn't
half.
cute. She wasn't cute, but the pilot, that was the first like female pilot I've ever had in a plane. She was fucking cute. Like, she was straight banging. I was like, hey, that's a female pilot. It's like a, what's your face? Really hard. Fuck.
Yeah, that poor girl. I mean the crash and getting eaten by crabs. I mean the face.
Right? Oh,
Sorry.
man. Right?
You ever hear that song? Everything is good, but her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Amelia Earhart. I mean, she was great pilot. Great pilot. Just
I know this is coming from a bloated sack of shit that spends his days sitting on the internet smoking cigarettes and weed, but I still think it's funny. Okay, I do what I'm wrong.
Right?
So Jesse, I'll
Yes, sir.
ask you this because you're not married. Amelia Earhart, smash or pass?
Pass.
Okay. Chef, Amelia Earhart, smash or pass?
I would pass on that.
Who else you got?
I would ask her if she would be willing to take me somewhere on her
Okay.
plane because she's a pilot. So I'd be like, "Yo, let's get
Okay,
drunk.
okay.
Let's go fly." And then once I get there, she'd be like, "Let's smash." I'm like, "That's a hard pass because I can't. I'm drunk, and I
Okay,
can't perform really drunk."
Annie Oakley.
I need to see a picture.
If I remember,
I only know her story, not her face.
was gonna say, if I remember what she looks like, that might be a pass. Now, if it was like Audrey Hepburn, now
that's an obvious one.
Yeah, that's a smash.
That's not fair.
It's like if it's Elvira, that's a total smash.
Yeah, well, I don't care when Elvira was born. She still looks exactly the fucking same. So smash.
She's drinking the fountain of youth.
Yep, Hulk smash, please.
Right.
Who are we looking up? Annie Oakley.
Annie Oakley.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Damn, American Sharpshooter. Oh, that's gonna have to be a hard pass.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's a great sharpshooter, but.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I mean, she could hit you while you're running to your car. She looked kind of like she's looking a little bit like Randy Quaid.
She'll fuck you up.
She's like, "What the fuck did you say to me?" Like, you better get back here and eat this pussy. You can't run fast enough for it.
For real, that's probably what happened. That's how she got shot all the motherfuckers. She was like, "What did you just say?" Click, click.
Quit.
Helen
all they
Keller.
heard. That was the last thing all the motherfuckers heard was click, click. And that was the end of Johnny. Johnny was a good boy until he met Annie. And one rainy night.
Why can't Johnny come home?
Well, it's like, he met Annie.
Annie got
one night
home again. Hurrah, hurrah.
One night, Annie, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hooroo. How old do you want to get here at this thing?
Okay, let's see. What about Helen Keller?
Oh, deaf, blind, and mute. Shit.
I don't need to see a picture. They're like, water, Helen.
I mean, I don't want to sound like an asshole for being all hater on the disabled. Shit. Damn it, Brian. Shit.
You get 1 point.
I mean, one, she can't see me. Two, she can't hear me. Oh my god.
Why isn't there a good picture of this chick? Because it's from
there's never a good picture.
No, there isn't.
I mean, oh god, I'd probably.
I don't know.
I mean, fuck. I'm gonna sound like an asshole. I'd probably pass. I couldn't do that to Helen Keller, man.
How do you know she don't want the D?
I mean, if she wants it, I mean, I wouldn't. Shit.
See, I have to put in young Helen Keller because this is usually what I get here.
Oh, okay. I mean, well,
That's Grandma Keller.
She's got
Helen Keller.
And she's got some nice hair. I mean, shit. I probably would smash it, but it'd have to be from behind where I don't see it.
It doesn't matter. She can't see you either.
Exactly right.
Okay. What about Sacagawea?
We don't even know what she looks like.
There's that dollar coin.
Now, according to what was it, Mysteries at the Museum? The second one, she looked kind of hot. So
I type in "snatch a Jew" and it comes up "snatch a Jew."
I think my kidney just burst because I was laughing.
All right, if this is actually what she looks like, then yeah, definitely smash.
Oh hell yeah, that's
just looks like a young squaw. Makes them wampum in the teepee.
Oh yeah,
that's too easy. That's just a representation. That's not. She's obviously dead.
I like what Farty just said in the chat.
What?
getting hate fucked by Julie Andrews on Mary Poppins, bitch.
Oh, funny.
Oh gosh.
Takes a whole spoonful of sugar to a whole other level.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Make that medicine go down. Yeah.
Right? Fuck. No wonder fucking Dick Van Dyke was like addicted to that. He was like, "Hey, it's Mary Poppins."
Susan B. Anthony.
Oh, that's the bitch on the coin, huh? Well, she is famous, so I mean, why not?
All right. I don't even know if any of you know who this is. You ever hear of Paulette Goddard?
Paulette Goddard. Sounds familiar.
She was the wife of Charlie Chaplin until they divorced because he was a real weirdo, apparently.
Oh,
like,
no,
he was
no,
very,
he liked,
he wasn't a weirdo. He was just like,
he liked young girls.
yeah, but he was like disassociative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like he would
Yeah.
spend like weeks and weeks and weeks making movies and ignore it. He was married 4 times.
All the
So
like
she was from
16
modern
and
times.
17 all the like 16, 17-year-olds.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the thing because he was with some girl who was 16. They covered that in the Chaplin movie with Robert Downey
Yeah.
Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to RDJ.
This is actually from modern times, but she was cute.
I'd bang her.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Even Natalie Wood, man. May she rest in peace.
Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood, man.
Um,
She had like what? Robert Wagner and what was? Oh god, Christopher Walken. Like pretty much at the same time.
yeah, this isn't a challenge either. This is an easy smash. Unless, of course, you're not into the ladies.
Yeah, I mean, look at that,
But then you got her husband.
right? Like Robert fucking Wagner. Lucky son bitch. But nobody knows what happened to her that fateful night on the boat, man. Nobody knows.
Thinking he does.
Even though she was afraid of water and they had a fight that night.
You know where I learned that story from? My mom.
Oh, same here. I was watching Rebel Without a Cause, and my mom was telling me about her. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's a
shit.
good-looking woman, man.
Yeah. Life cut way too
Just
short,
last
man.
photos.
Yo. Life cut way too short.
Yeah, that reminds me. It wasn't a boat, obviously, but it was a plane. But remember Aaliyah?
Oh my god, dude! I cried
Yeah,
so
she
hard
was
when I found out
fucking
about
hot, and her music
Dude,
wasn't
she
bad.
just did, in her career,
So,
just
like,
took off. She just did Queen of the Damned. Remember that fucking movie?
She just got her own movie, exactly, taking over.
Oh,
Would have
fuck, that movie was awesome. Just
But
came
no,
out with a brand new album. Her movie career was taking off at that point in time.
they wanted to ram
And then-
a dozen people onto a Cessna made for like 6 people. So there you go.
Yeah. And then
Hope it
boom,
was
Aaliyah.
worth
It was just like her and like remember when Selena got shot by that crazy bitch?
Mhm.
That was crazy.
The Mexicans still go ape shit for Selena.
Oh yeah, dude.
She would have
Like,
been
every
fucking
time-
like 40 by now.
Huh? Like every time they fucking play her music, they still go, "Oh my god!" Like, damn. That was another one gone too soon.
Oh. Speaking of another dead Mexican, we got Richie Valens.
Yeah. Was it? Oh god.
Also, another. If anybody has never seen the Richie Valens movie with Lou Diamond Phillips, it is good.
It's a good movie.
Worth
Remember that
watching.
movie with Nicolas Cage leaving Las Vegas?
Oh yeah, that's Nancy Pelosi when he's shining the bank check.
Yup.
That's every time I see Nancy Pelosi's face, I just think of Nicolas Cage in the bank, and he's like, "Hold on, I'll be right back," and he comes in all fucking like drunk.
Yup.
You can sign the check, no problem, while he's dancing around.
Fucking love that, man. It was like that movie's intense as fuck.
When he's going through that store filling up the shopping cart, it's like, bro, are you going to a frat house?
No shit.
Are you trying to kill a frat house?
Just like straight up just dancing up and down, just grabbing bottles. Like, God damn.
Speaking of Nancy Pelosi, you hear about her daughters breaking in that liquor store because they were out of booze.
What?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Or here, sir, I'm gonna mute.
Oh yeah, no, her daughters. Yeah, her daughters broke into a liquor store because it was closed because of COVID or something.
Oh my
God.
I gotta have it or my mom will hit me.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was like we have a right to party or something like that. And apparently the mom bailed them out. Yeah, go ahead and look that up. Pelosi's daughters arrested for entering a liquor store.
Well, you can see Russia from her backyard. So you gotta have a drink.
And then you heard about what was it, Ruth Bader Ginsburg? She's back.
Oh yeah, she's like a fucking transhuman right now.
Yeah, she's
like one of those shitty sci-fi B movies where they start pulling off like pieces of shit and you realize that they're like half robot.
No shit.
Then it's like a hose will come loose and some shit will come flying out of it, and they're like, you know what I mean? You've seen it.
It's like I thought she was dead, and then they're like, "Oh no,
she is dead."
Oh, fuck! I was like, "Okay, what happened?" Cancer.
How many pieces they chopped out of this chick?
Oh shit! And she's
because it's like 3.
I mean, at this point, Kim Jong Un's more functional than Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
No shit.
Kim Jong.
I feel like like Ruth Bader's like today's Palpatine, dude, in the new Rise of Skywalker, all strapped.
Mm-hmm. It's more like General Grievous at this point.
No shit. Minus the lightsabers and shit.
You're more machine now than woman.
No shit.
More machine than man.
Like her fucking great grandkids and her grandkids are probably like, damn, she still ain't dead.
Hey, Carolyn, you're gonna be on for a while, right? You're gonna do a long one.
Let's see, what time is it? My time, 1:17. I do need to head out to GameStop because they are closing early. I don't fucking know why.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, right back to what we started talking about earlier. Yeah. Oh, let's fucking make everything close early for fuck all reason. We got no reason better than we just don't want to be open.
I just had a haircut and I had to sign papers.
Are you serious?
Yep.
What the fuck did you need to sign papers for? In case what?
In case of a bad haircut, I don't fucking know. Wow. They're like, you're gonna say we got you shipped. I'm like, no, I'd much prefer everybody just fucking stop being all cucked out. That'd be great.
Right? Like, just cut my fucking hair. That's what I'm here for.
Stop being a cuck. You fucking cucks. You all agree with all this Democratic bullshit 'cause you're a bunch of cucks.
I was gonna say, you saw what they did to Cecil's fucking comic book. They like take
No, I didn't. I don't know what's going on with that dude. He had a comic book?
Well,
he had one.
Well, actually, it was actually a cover. It was one of those Dynamite covers for like another comic book. They still do Indiegogo's for that. Dynamite decided not to do it anymore because people were whining and crying about it.
JW's canceled Cecil.
Yet they didn't seem to whine it. I don't know for what book it was, but it certainly wasn't for his book. It wasn't for Cash Grab, but it was like a cover for one of their other books that Dynamite does. Just like the Anna Star Wars girls doing a cover for a Vampirella.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And
dude, it looks fucking sick.
Well, good for her. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. I know EBS did a Cyberfrog one for Vampirella. But it was still a crowdfunding campaign. I'm sitting there thinking, even though I understand it, but you're still paying, crowdfunding campaign prices for something you can go get in a regular store, even though it'd be a normal cover, So that I mean, personally, I don't do that just for sake of. I'm not gonna pay $25 just for a variant cover. That's not how I roll.
I won't do that unless it's like an old book and I already know it's something of value. Like There's a rare Canadian version, I believe, of Sabretooth's first appearance that I've never been able to get.
Oh, really?
It's some variant cover or something, I think. If you find it, let me know.
Right.
Yeah, I remember. You remember back in the day when variant covers were a big deal, and they only did them every now and then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember when they did the anniversary of Marvel. Remember they had all the white covers with the character by themselves on the cover. You know how many of those motherfuckers I bought? A lot.
Yeah. And now it seems like every book's got a sketch cover.
Of course.
But every book's got everything now, and it's just unnecessary. Look, if you flood the market with something, it lowers the value of said thing. It's not very fucking complicated at all.
Well, we talked about that too. You know, in the '90s, that's the thing. Like, okay, they relaunched X-Men, they redid Spider-Man. You had the 3 different covers, and then they made the pre-bags. You know, so it was already bagged. And then they started doing this where you have 6, 7 different covers on them. But then they flooded the market with them. It's not like they said, okay, we're going to make 1,000 or 10,000 of these and that's it. They just flooded the market.
You know what the deal is, right? It was fucking X-Men Volume 2. That's what changed the game. Because X-Men Volume 2, issue 1, it had 6 covers. And that changed the game. You know what I mean? They sold 6 times as many issues of that.
They sold 8 million.
Took over
8 million copies. 8 million copies of that book. And there's the deluxe one where it folded out into all 6 covers.
Yep, I got it.
It had a couple of posters. Yeah, I have it too.
Yeah,
even
I bought extras of that.
Back. Keep
the
talking.
comic didn't have a lot of. I mean, it had comic in it, but it had more posters in the comic than it did comic. You know, so I was like, all right, got all the variant covers, got a couple of the ones that fold out completely because that was pretty badass back then. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
To take the staples out, you had to have 2 of it to take the staples out to get all the posters because it was reverse on all the covers together. Then on the inside was a completely different picture. So yeah, I mean the shit was badass. Don't get me wrong, but that started it. But then it just went too nuts. I mean, I did enjoy McFarlane when he would do, he would interdo Spider-Man with, and Spawn. When he would, the Spawn cover was the Spider-Man cover, and he would So that was kind of cool when he did those things, the special issues and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we've seen comics die and come back, but with entertainment having died, sports having died, I just don't see it. I mean, the independence is the way to go, in my opinion. If you're going to spend your money, go for the independent comics, whoever it is you like, and support them. It's what I did with Hicks, when he did Stealing Solo, I backed the shit out of that dude. I alone bought more copies than any other individual bought. I can claim that because I did buy 9 issues. I backed him 9 times.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I think, the way to go would be to, you do your thing, but you go through Alterna printing, and then you get your books in stores using his distribution and print shop system. That's the way I think people should go. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. And then because right now, if you look at it, you look at what's being put out by Marvel and DC. They're owned by mega conglomerates that put whoever they want in charge, and they basically use it as an IP farm for movies and TV shows. And so there's really, you're really screaming at a wall when you shout to Marvel or DC or Star Wars, say, "Oh, why can't we have our characters back?" It ain't gonna matter because they ain't gonna listen to you.
Right.
No matter how much you could say it till you're blue in the face, it's just futile. So it's make your own IP, figure out a way to do your own print, do your own film, find out how much equipment costs and everything else like that. Just, I mean, why not? I mean, there's other outlets you could do. You could distribute and sell copies of movies and that you make yourself or books, and then you just make it to where it's the price point has to reflect it though. You know,
Right. Coming
you got
from
to be able to.
who's gonna do a comic.
Yeah.
So he knows what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. I might still do one, but I'm gonna wait till see what happens if we still have a country.
Right. Understandable.
Right? As far as I'm concerned, the U.S. is up for grabs. It's like, this is sad.
So let's take it.
I know, right? I'm ready.
I call president.
Well, you can be the president as long as I can be the executioner.
I just want to be able to be let into every single military base we have. I want full clearance. Right. Then we're good to go. I just want to go walk around the bases.
That's all I want. I just want the launch codes.
Do you have any of those launch codes?
For real, like, hey.
You guys ever see that shit in American Dad? They got this little Korean guy, and he's got a blonde wig on. That's all I gotta say. Fucking awesome.
Fucking love that show. They better not cancel that show.
Oh, I know.
They're trying to like fucking make up some shit about King of the Hill, and I didn't even look at it. I was like, whatever.
Well, whatever.
King of the Hill is like the wholesome show.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
God damn it, Bobby.
Mm-hmm. I can see all four of us in the alley drinking a beer right now. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
I don't have a problem with that. I ain't got nothing to do today.
No shit, right? Like, I just got to go to GameStop. That's all.
Yep.
Which I should do. So I'm probably going to end this stream. Yeah, we're going for like 2.5 hours. Not bad today.
Not bad at all.
If you do that, I'm probably going to hop on GTA and stream some of that and make my buddy Russ some money because he's fresh back onto PSN after like 2 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, dude, because I'll hop on probably. If you're still on, I'll probably hop on GTA and probably join you, bro.
Nothing wrong with that.
Running around. So, yeah. So, everybody hop over to Jesse's channel because he's getting ready to go live.
Yeah, but I'm just going to walk around and get run over by cars. It'll be funny.
For real. Like, I want to thank everybody for showing up today because this has been an awesome year celebration. Can't believe YouTube let me go for this long.
Hey, if I'm not going yet, you're pretty safe.
I know, right?
And what's awesome is you can be like, I'm a black woman, and you're throwing me off. Just use all their fucking rules and throw them right in their fucking face.
I did comment on Brie Larson's Animal Crossing video. I told her she should like stream, like, you know, she should come game with us. And I'm still waiting for a comment. But I got, you know, one of those little hearts from Brie Larson going, oh, your comment got a heart. It's like, no, I want an answer. It's like, are you willing to come on our channel and play an actual video game and none of this Animal Crossing kids game?
Can you hang?
Can you hang with like Call of Duty or GTA or Friday the 13th? Oh, that'd be awesome.
Welcome to the Dead Crew. Like, hey, you want to play Survivor Girl?
People just be snapping at the bit to kill Brie Larson.
Oh my God, right?
That would really help her channel. She sat there and I mean, people get a chance to kill Brie Larson. I mean, come on.
Right? Do you know how many people
playing Survivor Girl is? If you're in Friday the 13th and you're Jason, you killed everybody, and there's one person left, you got to really toy with them to make them think like they're going to get out. Yep. Then you just got to fuck them at the end, of course. Nobody survives.
Like, seriously. So I'm still waiting for her to comment back, like, hey, it's like, please, please, please comment back. Like, let's play. Let's.
I know she's got money for a PSN card. That's all I'm saying.
Who did it?
Yeah, she needs to come to smaller channels and support us.
That's right.
Get us fucking monetized so we can get money.
Come play with us, Bree.
We're all nice people.
Warriors come out to play.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you're going to go wherever the next Weinstein is. Well, maybe you shouldn't open up with that.
For real.
Like, by the way, you got any dirt on any of these scumbag commies?
Redeem yourself.
Yes, redeem yourself.
Redeem yourself.
Scumbag commie shitbags. Yes, one at a time.
For real. Like, damn.
Did you see that video of that guy getting black bagged? That Antifa asshole?
Yes.
They just walk up and they're like, use your words. It's like, no. You know, it's a fucking federal prison. You don't understand. This is Gitmo shit right now. They took that guy and not
Like,
you
what
stuff, and they have
what are you?
Like a freaking
Yeah, it's
lug.
like they're like schools are opening back up and we can't detain a second grade's teacher because that's exactly what she sounded like. Use your words.
Right?
For real.
God, I hate it when every teacher says, use your words. It's like, you don't want me to use my words because what I'm about to say is ended.
Do you really want to know the truth, lady? I don't think
It's like,
you
you
do.
really want me to be
You
honest?
can't handle the truth.
It's like, you fuck dumb bitch.
It'd be like chasing Amy. I've never seen a nun call a child a cunt rag before.
Right?
Yeah. We tell someone like Gordon Ramsay to use their words. That'd be funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he'll use his words.
You'll see the steam building like it's an old cartoon from the 50s.
It's like, Gordon, where's this coming from? You're like, fuck!
What do they call that? A soul bomb?
For real. Especially if,
That's what
can
we-
you imagine
Gordon
Gordon in
Ramsay.
grade school looking at the freaking lunch lady? What is this shit?
That needs to be a reality show. We need to get Gordon Ramsay to go roll around with these federal agents, and it's like he'll just like say, "Shut the fuck," and just like put a black bag over them.
For
You're
real,
done.
like,
You're
come
done with
here,
that
you-
spray paint.
Like he'd be
It's like,
looking
what
like,
is
come here,
that?
come here, you.
Could
Fuck
you
off.
imagine
What
Gordon Ramsay in a public school cafeteria? He'd be like, this isn't how you cook horse.
Seriously. He'd be like, what is this shit? What is this? You're going to feed kids this? No, 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 no.
You call this a
Jamie
cheeseburger?
Oliver tried that, and he came up with menus that were like cheaper and more nutritional, and they weren't having it.
I don't understand why, man. It's like, fuck.
No, they closed them right out.
That's
Because of money.
bullshit. It's like, come on, man. It's like if you got badass chefs coming into schools going, this is what, kids need, let them do it.
Yeah, like actual chefs.
You know what I'm saying?
Not like, here's the box of meat.
Right?
It's not refrigerated. Don't worry about it. It's special meat.
Mhm.
Yeah, instead of the Mystery Meat Tuesdays.
Yep. It's like on The Simpsons, great F meat, mostly circus animals. Then the next
Yep.
thing you know, she's just grinding up a gym mat.
Yep.
This is top shelf rule right here.
Oh, crap.
Good times. Good times.
Alright.
Oh,
He's
all
not
right.
paying.
All right, folks. We're going to get on out of here. So, like, share, subscribe to everybody's channels so we can all make money.
Cream,
Thumbs
get the
up,
money.
Cream.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Right? Thumbs
Since
up
I'm
the
not
stream.
doing t-shirts anymore, I instituted something called the Just the Tip Cup.
There you go. Jesse's accepting tips.
It's all about the marketing.
He just needs the tip. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a tip.
And please buy a "Communism is Slavery" T-shirt.
Yeah,
available on
drive by and
Teespring.
stuff, man.
If you're gonna wear a message on your on your fucking chest, that's a good one to use because it's true.
For real.
Yeah, I have another idea I'm going to institute. It's a secret, and once it drops, people are going to lose it.
While you're still making shirts, make a shirt that says on the top, "I'm Karen," and then on the bottom of the picture, "About you." And then have like some fucking soy boy in a mask like this with the buddy Jesus.
Right?
Yeah, use that idea, Brian. I don't care if nobody buys it. Just make it. 'Cause I'm not making t-shirts anymore.
Fuck Teespring. I got the last Jesse Miller at the Crow's Nest original.
And you know, after I did all that shit, and I'm
I feel
like
like I
calling
could
them
frame
out and
that.
shit,
I feel
then
like
I
I could
finally
frame
got my fucking hoodie like a week later.
Damn. Like, I feel like I should frame that shirt.
It'd just be funny for the walls anyway. Why not?
For real. People walking in my house. What the fuck is it? What does that say?
Fuck Black Lives Matter.
It's like, what do you think it says? But and then they go,
Oh, did they
"Fuck."
did they ban you from Teespring?
No, they keep taking off my listings. They also wouldn't let me have a listing that had the the person. And you remember on The Simpsons, the food chain, all the animals go into the person. There was like a raccoon, a bat, a snake. They wouldn't let me put a Chinese food pyramid on that either.
Oh,
so I'm sick of getting taken off.
Man, everybody needs a light.
I'm surprised
now.
they didn't take off China, Rue.
Yeah, fuck China. Oh, fuck.
China.
All right,
I wonder if he
real
made-
quick. Let's see what this cocksucker has to say. This is something I saw earlier. China's ambassador to the U.S. says America must make a fundamental choice. China's ambassador to the United States said that America must make a fundamental choice about whether it can live peacefully with the modernized, strong, prosperous China. Q spoke with CNN's Fareed Zakaria in an exclusive interview on Saturday after a dizzying few days in the souring relationship between the U.S. and China. We ain't got no relationship with you cocksuckers. You guys could fucking bend the knee and lick the fucking boot, or you could go suck a dick. China, do not fuck with America. You know what? Because it would be so sorry. Not really. Not wee-wee.
well, the real Americans don't need your new iPhones and all the garbage that you make that breaks them.
iPhone sucks. Earlier this week, it emerged that the White House is reportedly considering banning members of the Chinese Communist Party from entering the U.S. Well, good. And on Thursday, the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs accused America of oppressing and bullying China. Stop bullying the commies. We like commies. We're all commies.
Do they like to use the? Let me guess. The word cooperates in that article. I'm pretty sure.
Well, in response to claims by some in the West that under President Xi Jinping, Winnie the Pooh, China has become more assertive, expansionist, and repressive as a power, Q said that people have to fully recognize the realities of today's world. Okay, fuck you, commie, shitbag. We certainly have the legitimate right to build our country into a modernized, strong, prosperous country like every other country in the world. Yeah, except that you're a bunch of fucking commies and you almost killed half the fucking world. Nobody likes you, China. And you're a bunch of fucking liars, too. Because if anybody doesn't think China's a bunch of fucking liars, go fact check that fucking coffee company. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. Fuck you. On Tuesday, President Trump said he issued an executive order revoking the U.S.'s special relationship with Hong Kong on the ground. Don't trust China. China's asshole. On the grounds that a new security law imposed by Beijing means that the city is no longer sufficiently autonomous from China to justify special treatment. The special status has previously exempted Hong Kong from certain tariffs and bestowed other privileges. Related article. U.S.-China relations are at an all-time low, but Trump still seems unsure how to handle Beijing.
What do you mean unsure? Oh, he knows exactly how to.
Yeah, exactly. Sit back and wait for him to piss off fucking Russia. That's how you handle China.
Who wrote the article?
CNN. What the fuck you think?
Oh, of course. Yeah, golly. There we go. You mean the Chinese news network?
Yep, the Chinese news network. The law introduces four new crimes: secession, subversion, terrorist activities, and collusion with a foreign country. It also puts foreign citizens, blah, 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 blah. Chinese citizens who criticize the Chinese government anywhere could be put instantly in prison.
Anywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, they have to come here and get me.
They're coming after you, Jesse. Look out.
No, they probably want me before they want him.
Hey, China, bro me.
Well, they definitely don't like you, Brian, but he's talking mad shit that's true, so, they'd really
Oh, no. Oh, no, gosh, I'd talk crap about him all the time. I've picked fights with the 50 Cent Army on Twitter from time to time when I'm bored.
Well, I mean, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, no.
Oh, here's this other bullshit. Cao repeated what many mainland Chinese and Hong Kong officials have said in recent leaks, that the law upholds one country, two systems framework that governs Hong Kong and will make the city more stable. People could have more predictable, safer environment to do their business in Hong Kong. That's the real purpose of the law.
No.
Fuck you, commie shitbag. On Monday, Beijing announced sanctions against U.S. officials. No one cares. China's going after Rubio and Ted Cruz in retaliation for measures announced by Washington last week over Beijing's alleged human rights abuses.
Human rights abuses, Beijing.
They're like, you don't like our sweatshop, come China, Ted Cruz. I see you, Rubio.
There's that video of China black bagging a bunch of people and marching them through the street. Actually, it's like a blue bag, but you'll see it. And the guy had called out this Chinese diplomat, and he had him interview right there in the studio in Australia. And he's like, "Where'd you get this video?" It's like, what do you mean where I get it? And the guy's like, "No, that doesn't happen there. No."
No, everything okay. No, look over here.
Right? That's what they always do. No, you look over here. No. You see nothing here. No.
Yeah, no.
There's nothing.
Not a movie. It's a movie.
Look, I'm not afraid of China. You know why? Because they can't get my fucking order right. Because I'm always like, no, the dinner, not the combo. They're like, with the egg roll and the rice. I'm like, no, I want the dinner.
You want egg roll?
With an egg roll. No, not with an egg roll.
You want fried rice? Yeah, fried rice.
That's fried rice.
And, I miss, you
want fried rice all day? Yeah.
Yeah, before the late 90s and
number 4.
Before the late 90s and early 2000s, the only Chinese I heard was Cantonese. Now everything's all Mandarin. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Hey, why you not eat all the food? Ain't that good? Oh God, my tail's gonna get nuked. I don't give a shit.
It's all good. China's asshole.
Oh, fuck 'em. I love it when you don't eat everything. They go, "Why you not finished? Why you not finished?"
I gotta dip out. I gotta check on dinner.
All right, Brian.
Thanks for having me on, Chef.
Take care, Brian.
Hey, thanks for coming, bro.
Oh, no problem. Have a good day, everybody.
You too, dude.
Bye.
Well, seriously, China? No, they never. No, you're right. They never get my order right either. It's fairly simple, not confusing.
So when I go on vacation, what's some stuff I should look for food? Like, what's some cool stuff I haven't heard of that I don't know about? Because I'm from Connecticut, where everything sucks and is boring.
Well, I was gonna say, if you're coming to Arizona, I'd totally take you to get some Sonoran hot dogs, because those are like the thing out here.
What's different about that?
Best fucking. Oh, it's a bacon wrap hot dog.
Ah.
And they put bacon wrap hot dog, pinto beans, onions, a jalapeno, sauce. Like they make their own little sauce out of it.
They start out with a good hot dog.
Oh fuck yeah!
I like the natural casing ones, and you get that nice snap.
Yeah, that's what they got, dude, and it's like the best thing when you're drunk. And just go.
Oh fuck yeah!
Fuck it.
Those are like the only hot dogs that are still like food.
It's like 2 for $4. They don't understand. Those are the shit. Oh man, Florida. What to eat in Florida?
Like, what's some cool, like in the new age? What's some different things they do with like salmon and such?
Well, the whole new thing nowadays is infusions. It's like what you can infuse food with, and what you can and can't make. Like right now, it's like
some of this. Can I get some of this in there?
Maybe you might be able to, because I know in Colorado they have a couple restaurants that are infusions that I really want to go to. Like I'm trying to get Mecca to go there just to live stream. Like just go down there, have a plate, and just record your reaction. Because it's
and then record your action like 45 minutes later.
Sure, what the fuck's going on?
Like I would have done the 45 minutes later, but I totally forgot.
Right? Are we still recording?
Why isn't my couch in this restaurant?
I like really want. I know, right? It's like, who are all these people?
What are you doing in my house?
Can I get the fuck out of my house? Where's the TV? Who stole my TV?
Yep.
The fuck, right? Like, that's the big thing, because nowadays chefs are just riding the line of what should and should not go together. That's the thing.
See, I just want something that tastes fucking amazing.
Fucking alligator's pretty good if they do it right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Porcupine's pretty good. Hedgehog's pretty good. I mean, you can always have a good snake. That's pretty good if they do it right.
Think that'll be on the menu somewhere?
Well, I mean, it is Florida.
I was say, yeah, it is Florida, so
Maybe.
it should be. It fucking should be. I mean, if it's Florida.
But I'm definitely down on eating weird animals because I really want to taste a giraffe.
Hey,
That's
that is
something I
one
really
animal
like.
Yeah, that is one animal I would love to try.
Yeah, right. It's got purple bones. It's yellow with brown spots, and it's got just giant fucking weird neck. You don't want to try it, see what that tastes like?
Tastes like banana.
People are like, no, that's gross. I'm like, you eat a lobster? Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Well, fuck.
Right? It's like eat crawfish, right? Bottom feeders, eat shrimp.
Shrimp. Yep.
Scallops, oysters. The list goes on. Like, I'd like to try it. I've had alligator, but I like to try giraffe, kangaroo. Eventually, I've had javelina. Finally, that was pretty good.
What's that?
It's a wild pig here in the desert that pretty much can total your car. It's full.
So I got shot in the head with a bow and arrow.
Like these motherfuckers. Holy shit! They literally look like a fucking pig, but it's just got the fucking tusks. And if it's a female and they got their babies around,
it's like a hogzilla.
Yeah, don't even look them in the eyes. Because as soon as you make eye contact, bro, you better run for your fucking life and don't stop. They may be big, but they are fucking fast. They totaled my best friend's car. They like rammed the side of it, fucked his shit up.
Well, yeah, Javelina was made of plastic. So yeah, oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Javelina just kind of shook its head and just went about its merry way. I'm sitting there going, dude, your fucking car. It's kind of one of those where we all just stood there and was like, that motherfucking pig just like fucked your shit up. I'm so glad you drove.
You drove. This isn't my car.
Take them while they're down, right, Chef?
Yeah.
For real. It's like, I'm so glad it's not my fucking car.
Yeah, because how do you explain that to the insurance company, for one?
Miss Piggy was pissed.
There's a giant fucking pig in my car. Yeah,
like,
there were no Ninja Turtles there.
He's like, I don't know how to explain this. He's like, but a javelina hit my car. And the lady's like, where are you from? He's like, Arizona. She's like, oh, okay. So we're going to put this under an accidental animal incident. I was like, an accidental animal incident. Okay. We're going to blame the animal. It's like we were in its territory. So
it was accidental. Maybe it was just a pissed off pig. Did you ever think of that? She was having a bad piggy day.
For real. We just happened to be there, go, oh, look. And she just, I mean, fuck. I still never. Every time I see one, it's like, fuck, please don't hit my car. Please don't have a bad day. I mean, they're wild. They're endangered, so you can't do anything unless it's hunting season. But, man, boys want to try a mountain lion.
I know you want to turn it into bacon.
Fuck. Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to try a mountain lion just because I live out here in the desert and I got a bunch of mountain lions. I've tried a black bear before. They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. A little greasy, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a weird texture. Caribou's the same thing. It's a little...
Yeah, it's a bit getting used to, but once you get used to it, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Venison's always good, though.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh.
I understand when people don't like it.
I don't get it. They're like, oh, you're eating venison. It's like, so? It's like, but I made you a buffalo. It's like I made you a buffalo burger out of buffalo meat the other day, and you said it was the best damn burger you ever ate, and you didn't believe it was buffalo.
Right.
And they go, really? It's like, yeah.
It says roux looks rotten even when it's fresh. That don't sound good.
It's really gamey. Well, I wonder. Shit, I wonder if I.
That's
should
why
watch
you got to make a kangaroo stew.
Right? I
I'll
wonder
throw in
if
a little bit of it for me and you.
Remember that fucking show, Bizarre Foods, where that white dude goes around and eats weird shit?
Yeah, I stopped watching that when he went to a village in South America and all the old women spit into cups and then they ferment it into alcohol and he was drinking. I was like, you're a nasty fuck. Fuck you. No.
Oh, dude, I missed that episode.
Gross.
Fuck that.
Fucking gross. You're
Yeah,
disgusting.
I'll pass on that one. That's all
Hope
right.
you get a disease.
Never mind. That's probably how Corona started, bro.
Let's all spit in the cup. Ugh. Yeah. Take out your dentures and spit in a cup and we're all going to drink it. Great culture you got there.
We're gonna
Shithole.
make some alcohol. We're gonna make some spit alcohol.
Country is a shithole.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass 100%. That's all right.
I'm good.
Totally fucking disgusting.
I would have had a bottle of alcohol right after that. Like, no.
They're like, oh, you're drinking that shit? That's all right. I'm going to sit here and drink this.
I got this. This is what is that? This is alcohol, not this shit where you just spit into. Like, what the fuck? What if one of them was sick? Oh well.
Now you're all sick.
Well,
It's like,
let
I don't
alone, I don't want something you chewing on it and then spitting in it to make. No, I'm good. I'll pass. That's just, ugh.
That's a hard pass. Like, what the? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not even. I can't believe. Yeah, I'm glad I missed that episode. There's like one. He was like eating like fucking maggots or some shit, or like grubs or something. I don't know where the fuck he was at.
Yeah, I'll pass, man. Once again, that's
Like every fucking thing he ate in that episode was fucking moving. I'm like, dude, you guys don't kill anything in your culture? Like, what the fuck? For like an hour long, he's like, look, it's moving. I'm like, you guys don't kill it? Like, just pinch the head, kill it real quick, and then just there you go. Like, what the fuck? That's why I don't watch that guy. But Gordon Ramsay's got another one. It's like Uncharted, where he goes like fucking country to continent to continent, and he's like trying their way of cooking, their style of cooking. It's fucking cool. He did one in Alaska, which was fucking wicked.
So what kind of things is he picking up along the way?
Oh, dude, he's picking up a lot of shit, man. Like, I'm learning a lot of new culinary tricks and shit from watching him go to different cultures.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was in Peru where he, like, literally went up, like, this badass, man. I mean, it was, like, only one way up, man, was you had to climb. And it was, like, half a day's climb just to get a fucking mushroom. But it was a damn good mushroom. It was very rare. I was like, well, shit. I'd probably do the same fucking thing for a rare fucking mushroom. It's like, we're climbing? Fuck it. Let's go.
Shit, yeah.
But yeah, that show is fucking awesome. Just because Hell's Kitchen's not on. And I'm a little sad. Thanks, COVID. Fuckers.
No Hell's Kitchen, no sports, no good entertainment.
For real, it's like I didn't have sports. At least I knew I had Hell's Kitchen to fall back on.
Mm-hmm.
I could watch them just rip chefs left and right, and I could sit there and be like, "Ha ha! Look at you, you dumb bitch." Like, seriously. Oh, you did? Oh, okay, Kyle. You saw the one that he was in the Cambodian one. Yeah. There was like one fucking village where he had like guinea pigs running around. Like, literally just running around in this fucking, like, dude's house. Large-ass fucking guinea pigs. And so he walks in, he's like, oh, are these pets? And they're like, no, it's fucking dinner. It's like, what? And then you look at the stove, and you got, like, 3 fucking guinea pigs all skinned out, all fucking roasting. And you're like, oh, shit.
Gross. Like y'all are eating rats, basically.
It's like, what? You Wesley Webbit?
It ain't a rabbit.
No shit.
It was funny because the old lady just points at the stove and he looks over and he's like, you just see his face. He's like, oh, fuck. Okay. He's like, they're cooking their pets. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm like, dude.
He just says straight up.
It's like, I've never seen a guinea pig that fucking big. Like, he was ballsy. He was just like, you're cooking your own pets. That's great. Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't know how I feel about that.
What'd they say?
They didn't understand him.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter.
Dude that was going to interpret. He looks at him. He's like, no. Like, don't you fucking say what I just said. Because you could tell that dude was getting ready to say exactly what he said. And Gordon gave him that look like, don't you fucking repeat what I just told you. You're fired.
Right. You're going to join the guinea pig if you open your hole, motherfucker.
You got to be selective about this. Don't you know who I am?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I will fucking gut you. Clean you out. Fillet you.
Feed you to the guinea pigs that they're going to then eat as well. So it's going to be a 3-course meal, pal.
For real. Like, oh, man. There's like one in Alaska where he had to like, oh, God, I don't know what the fuck they killed. But he had to blow the blood out, like the guts out of the gut pack, or like one of the intestines. He had to like blow it out. It's like, what the fuck? It was crazy. I don't even remember. All I know is that it looked difficult. I was like, good on you.
Sounds like too much work for me. I'll just stick with, going to the butcher shop, getting my cow, and cooking it.
Well, it was funny because the people that are like, they're professionals. They do this for a living. They're all looking at him, like fucking laughing at him and making fun of him. They're like, look at him. He's gonna be here for hours if he keeps it up like this. It's like, damn. But this is the only show where you got actual people talking shit to him because they're like, this is what we do for a living. It's like you're in my playground.
Yeah, pretty much. Welcome to my playhouse.
It's like, oh, you want to forage for grapes? You got to go up this tree with a bunch of fucking fire ants and then shake the tree while homeboy down here catches them all. Fucking crazy. But it's interesting to see the different styles of their culinary techniques around the world and how they do stuff. Because some people do like open pits, like open fire pits, kind of like what you see in Hawaii, but
then other people cook rats.
Yeah.
Right? And then you go to different countries where you go, what is that? It looks like a fucking rat. Oh, no, it's a guinea pig. Oh, okay, it's a pet. No,
that's
it's
much
food.
better.
Okay.
I'm glad you cleared that up for me. Feel so much better about it now.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Someone pass the fruit, please?
Yeah. While you're looking at everybody like, can you just get me the fuck out of here, please?
And then there was like one where they had like different colors of potatoes, and there was like, that's where I found out about the purple potatoes. They had a black potato, which was fucking weird. But it looked amazing, though.
The purple potatoes are funny when you make them in a mash.
I know, right?
Because I like to roast them, because they're smaller. I love roasting those. As you know, I like to grill. But yeah, when you turn those, making homemade Salisbury steak, homemade. Granted, it's hamburger, but still. Especially when you use the purple potatoes and then you mash them bad boys up, man. It just looks so, the plate's so funny because you got your Salisbury steak and homemade gravy, and because I do homemade shit, and then you've got those purple potatoes next to it and shit. It's just so colorful.
It looks
That actually
amazing.
sounds really good right now.
Like, dude, like purple potatoes are like my new best thing.
They're good. I mean, they're funny looking though. Like I said, when you turn them into mash, they're just so funny looking.
They had a purple one, a black one, and a blue one that looked really awesome when you cut it. Like when he cut it, it looked kind of like a little flower inside.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it wasn't all the way blue. It was like a darker blue on the outside, and then it just got lighter as you went inside. It was fucking amazing. I don't remember what country it's from, but I gotta find it because I was like, I would love to have those just as a display on a plate.
Right. Hell yeah. Oh, I've cheated. I've made the Juicy Lucy style burgers, but turned it into, Salisbury steak. So, it's basically the same shit. You just take two patties, put the cheese in the middle, and you fold it and whatnot. And I mean, when you're making Salisbury steak, depending on what you put in, it's the same as a hamburger. And then that little cheat recipe I was telling Heather about with gravy, it's like one of the easiest recipes to make any kind of gravy. You know, 4th cup of butter, 4th cup of flour, you make your roux, you know, you let the flour cook for like 2 minutes legitimately, mix it up, got your roux, let it cook, and then you add, I think it's like 16 ounces of said juice. So if you're making beef, you know, you use beef or brown chicken for, you know, the lighter. If you use milk, you know, so you can make your biscuits and gravy, add your sausage and shit in there, booyah, you're done, you know. But it's one of the easiest recipes ever to make gravy. And I've heard people are like, I can't make gravy. How the fuck can you not make gravy? I don't get it.
It's very easy for people not to be able to make gravy unless it comes from a package.
Right, or out of a jar.
True.
I've just never understood it because I'm like, I'll make homemade all day long, man. I got no problem with that.
Really make gravy unless it's like Thanksgiving or fucking Christmas. They only make it like once a year, which is very sad.
So I make that shit all the time because you know, I'll make the breakfast sausage ahead, and then you know you do the roux, you throw the meat in there, and then you put the milk in there, and you just stir. That's it. You just keep stirring and stirring, adding, stirring, adding, stirring and stirring. I mean, that's it. That's all you do to it. Like I said, I've done it with milk. I've done it with basic. I've done it with any kind of broth you can think of: vegetable broth, beef, you know, chicken. It always turns out good. So it's an easy thing to do.
I made my whipped mashed potatoes the other day. Fucking bomb. I only make them once a year. I only make them for Thanksgiving and Christmas. But I really wanted them, so I made them.
Well, I mean, look at what we're dealing with this year. The year's all fucked up. I mean, it's like, you know what? I want comfort food, so that's what I'm going with.
Seriously, you realize America's going to get fatter during this whole quarantine.
I don't know, though, because it's harder and harder to go to restaurants. I mean, like, we did go to Wings, etc. today, and guess what? I had wings. No vegan wings. Wings.
They didn't have vegan wings on the menu? What?
You know, Chef, I looked. I kid you not, because I was thinking of you when I was sitting there, and I'm looking, and I'm reading through, and I'm like, they don't have vegan wings because vegan wings don't exist. But yeah, that was the thing. I was laughing because it was 59-cent wings or 49-cent boneless. So I got regular wings and then I got rib tips. Because I was like, let's try their rib tips, which they really weren't that good. But I figured I'd try them. You know, I usually go to a chicken wing place for fucking chicken wings. I don't know. Am I weird? I mean, isn't that what you go to a wing place for?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you know, in my book you do. But I figure, you know, I like ribs and chicken together. So I was like, all right. And it was me and my daughter. So I was like, all right, let's get some. And we tried them. And I mean, we ate them. Don't get me wrong. But they were definitely, I won't get them again. But again, it's a wing place. It's meant for wings, not burgers, not, you know, not shrimp, not ribs, chicken.
Right. Yeah, because what was it? Tuesday? Was it Tuesday? Fuck. Yeah, Tuesday. My best friend and I, we went to go get sushi. And as soon as we walked right into that restaurant, they have the sign, you know, mask required. I'm like, fine, fuck it. Put on our mask. We walk in the restaurant. As soon as we walked in, there was like walking into a club. They had the velvet rope. As soon as you walk in, you get bombarded by a freaking hostess with a fucking thermometer taking your temperature before you.
I don't like that shit.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I literally looked at the dude and I almost like, I kind of got defensive because it shocked the shit out of me. So I was like, hey, bro. I was like, it's called personal space. And he's like, sorry, I'm just trying to do my job. I said, which is understandable. I said, but you had no sign on the fucking door saying, be prepared to have your fucking temperature taken. And immediate, like, it's like as soon as you walk in, it's like, boom, hi, how are you? I'm going to take your fucking temperature. It's like, excuse me? Get that shit out of my face.
If you're not a doctor, why are you even bothering?
Exactly. Because I even looked at him. I said, are you a doctor? Are you in med school? Well, no. Then
Do you have any medical training whatsoever?
It's like, do you even know what normal temperature looks like? And he's like, I said, exactly. I said, you could be letting somebody in with 104 temperature and you don't even know.
Right. And at the end of the day, you're in Arizona.
It's normal.
You're in Arizona. You're baking outside. You come in, you're going to be a wee hot.
Uh-huh. It's like the average temperature in the summer when you come out from your car and you walk from your destination, you're about 99 degrees. Your temperature's about 99 point whatever.
Yeah.
So you're running a little warm.
No shit. I mean, damn. See, I couldn't deal with that shit. Like, it's bad enough if you got to wear a mask. I get it. like I said, when I got into it with the girl at Burger King, and it wasn't really getting into it, but what's a state law? I'm like, sweetie, no, it's not. It's not a law, okay? It's a suggestion. And yeah, they did pass it.
I feel bad for my buddy who does construction because he has to wear a mask at all times. It's like he already had
bullshit.
Dude, he had 2 of his workers drop on 115 degree outside. It was 115 outside, man. Of course, you're wearing long sleeves, jeans, your work boots, your hat, your hard hat, and then on top of that, you got to wear a fucking mask.
Well, yeah, because you're trying not to get sunburnt to death, but then you can't even breathe. So fuck you and your masks.
Yeah, he had like 2 of his boys drop because, and he already told him, he's like, when you guys show up to work, he's like, don't even fucking think about wearing a mask. He's like, just do what you guys do. He's like, this is bullshit. It's like same thing with my job. My boss doesn't care that we don't wear masks. She's like, I don't want to see any of you guys dropping in the back because it's fucking hot. And I'm like, right? Because I was like, I ain't wearing that shit.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I could deal with a restaurant that they're going to take your temperature. I'm like, wow. Yeah, like,
as soon as you walked in, it was just like, hi, welcome. They're like, hi. It's like, boom. It's like, what the fuck? Personal space. Get that shit out of my face.
Hey, at least they weren't trying to do it rectally.
I know, right? But and the thing was, and the fucked up thing was the guy was like, oh yeah, I'm totally sorry. I forgot to ask if it was okay if I take your temperature. And I was like, oh, now you're going to ask me after the fact you took it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing. Like, I went into the doctor's office and they're like, oh, can we take your temperature? I'm like, what if I say no? I mean, and they just like, they didn't know how to.
Then you're not allowed in.
What are you going to do?
And they say you can't come in here.
But they didn't know what to say, Jesse. Because nobody had ever asked them. They're like, oh, can we take your temperature? And I'm like, well, what if I say no? And they just looked at me like, huh? Because nobody had said that. They didn't know.
That's what I asked the dude at the sushi restaurant. I said, what would have happened if I told you no, that I don't want my temperature taken? He's like, well, then we would have given you the app and we would have told you to leave and to go ahead and order to go. And I was like, okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I was legitimately just asking.
Give me the option to still keep your service if I refuse to wear a mask.
If you don't want to have some idiot who fucking has no business doing anything medical with you, they can't refuse you service on that. It's like, dude, you're not a fucking doctor. Don't even try.
Yeah. It's like, that's what I told him. I was like, you guys don't have a doctor on site? Well, no. It's like, then who gave you the right to give you, to take my temperature?
Mm-hmm.
You're not my physician. You're not my boss.
You're not a nurse.
And you want me to give you money. That's the part that makes me laugh my ass off. Who's paying who here?
Right? It's like you want to
go half the time when I see these stores and they got like a line outside or they got people, everybody's got to wear a mask just to go in. You obviously don't need my money.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm glad your store is doing so great that you don't need money.
That's when you walk by with a stack of hundreds and you just go, fan that bitch out and be like, yep, guess you ain't getting none.
That's when they go, would you like to come in, sir? Yes, without my mask. Oh, well, decision they got to make in life. It's like, do you really want my money or what?
Or do you want to be a cuck?
Exactly.
Or money, cuck or money.
Well, Jesse, instead of who made who, it's who pays who.
Exactly. That's the way the world really works. Sorry, everybody.
I pay you. I can cook. I don't need to go to your establishment. I don't need to do any of this shit. I just do it because I can. But, like I said, dude, it'd been almost, it was last year since I'd had Burger King. Not a big motherfucking deal in my book. I'm not missing out on anything. It's not like, oh my God, it's the end of the world, Burger King. Go fuck yourself. Your food is shit anyway. So, and if you want me to spend $20 there, I'd rather go to Old Country Buffet and spend $20. Get some real food if I'm going to go that route. Or go to the store and just get my own shit and cook it myself because then I know who's touched it, not spit on it and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Hey, guys, I'm going to hop out of here because my buddy texted me.
There you go, man. That's cool. I wanted to wrap it up so she can get her game.
Yeah, I got to wrap it up so I can get my membership before GameStop closes for the day.
Don't trust those people.
Never.
Make sure you do the same time when you pay them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. All day.
Yep. Fucking people. I still want to know where my Predator game is. Stop. My 2 Predator games, actually.
Did I get that game? No. Oh, yeah. The last thing I got back was my money for The Last of Us 2. They sent me my money back. I was like, fuck that.
Bunch of BS.
So thank you for my $60 back. And they're like, are you still keeping your Cyberpunk? Fuck. I was like, so far.
Unless you fuck up.
Like, unless you fuck that up, and then it's like, I gotta go. Nope. It's like,
Right.
but so far the game looks good. It looks clean. It looks fucking pretty good. We'll see.
Right. Time will tell, like everything.
Like,
Well, have a good day, everybody.
Take
All
care.
right. Love that guy. And with that said, we are gonna fucking wrap it up. We've been going for like over 3 hours, which
That's
is
right.
which is a typical chef stream.
I know. Look at that. No whining, no crying. Everybody had a good, fun time. It's amazing when Tico's not around.
Oh my god, it was peaceful. It was peaceful. I had to do a little bit of,
Well, you know, good old Tico's. They ruin every party because fuck you, China. That's why.
Yeah. It's like I had to do a little bit of wiggling around. Had to do some recon to get to chat through to some people. So certain people would not see. But whatever.
Well, shit. I mean, the issues with stream tards lately. I mean, it happens, but once again, everybody, thanks for coming and hanging out with Chef and myself and Jesse and Brian and everybody in the chat that was so kind to come and hang out from Ireland and Britain and Hawaii, not to mention Germany. I mean, shit, we had Australians here. It's been a whole lot of fun.
We had a world here.
We did. OG from Texas made it. So, I mean, man, it was a whole lot of fun with everybody jumping in just to say hey and congrats and, listen to us ramble on and have fun. So thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with my good friend, Chef Carolyn. Love her to death. Now she gets to go get her game and have fun. Well, her memories up.
Well, yeah. It's been what? It's been a year, so now we got another year to go.
That's right. Here's the next year.
Right? Hopefully by next year we'll have over 1,000 and we'll be doing super chats and all that good shit.
Right. And if not, we'll still be here just to shoot the shit.
Exactly. I ain't going nowhere until YouTube tells me otherwise, or until YouTube gets dismantled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what BitChute's for.
Or if I decide to take my talents to BitChute or Twitch or wherever in the next big stream is. I don't fucking know. We'll see. The world is an oyster. Exactly, buddy. Exactly, Farty. Exactly. There was none of that. None of that. There's none of that. Thank God. Because I probably would have ended the stream within 15 minutes. But anyways, all right, guys. Like, share, subscribe to stream. Please. It helps the algorithm. It actually does really help. I found that out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's get what? You got 100 and whatever subs, so fuck. Keep going.
Damn right. Until they change it again on us and say, well, you got to have 1 billion subs and a quadrillion motherfucking watch time. And it's like, yeah, fuck off. We're just going to do what we do. We're going to come in here and make fun of shit.
For real. Because that's what we do on this channel. All right, everybody. Until the next live stream. Bye-bye.
As Doodles barks you away.